Oh, hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, my dudes and dudettes. We are back with some more Mistweaver action. Earlier in the day, I know, right? Crazy stuff. Oh, man. So, I'm in a little bit of a rut. Um, so, originally I wasn't going to stream this on YouTube. I was just going to stream it on Twitch and record. That was like the concept of what this was. Um, hey, Wicked, how you doing? So, what happened was, so I finished my stream yesterday. So this is like my recording. So I finished my stream, and the entire thing doesn't work. Like it's a slideshow. So all my footage doesn't work. All the audio's there, but like it's playing right now. So this is it actually playing. I don't know. Something happened. Something to do with recording whilst I stream. It just doesn't like it at all. It's weird because it used to work. I used to be able to like stream on YouTube and record at the same time, and my computer was like, "Yeah, mate, that's fine. You get on with that. That's good." Some reason now it just won't do it. So basically, I lost all my footage from yesterday. So that's kind of cool, right? That kind of puts a spanner in the works. So that's something I have to deal with, I guess, when I eventually get to this part of the series. I mean, it's not like the end of the world because it's just leveling dungeons, so I'm sure I can work something out. But it's like a solid 30 levels that are just gone. I don't know, my problem, not your problem, but it's just a little bit frustrating. So I think the only alternative I could think was, all right, I'll stream on Twitch and I'll stream on YouTube, and then I'll just download the YouTube version, and just work off of that, and then just deal with what the audio issues are. It's not really audio issues. The reason I wanted to record it was because it's higher quality. There's starters, like not much, but it is. And then the second one was that I have my different audio channels and stuff when I record. Like when you download off your YouTube, it all comes as one single audio channel. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just laying out my woes. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's pick up where we left off. So all I've done since I logged off yesterday, I'm level 74 now. Time walking was kind to me. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the way to 80 with time walking. That would have been a bit neater, wouldn't it? But we couldn't do it. I probably could have. I didn't realize that the Dark Moon Fair started on Sunday. I thought that the Dark Moon Fair started today, so if I'd got this buff on top of everything and done time walking, I'd be 80 right now. You live and you learn. Maybe I should actually look at the calendar and stuff in the future. Oh well. So what's the plan? The plan's to get to 80 initially. I'm just going to do dungeons and stuff, and then from then, I think it's going to be just like, I don't know, I was trying to like think about what the best way to level a fresh character from 80 is without having to do world quests and stuff. So obviously I need to get Circe's Circlet, but I'm probably going to do that off stream because that's not very entertaining. That's literally me just sat on the Siren Isles for 2 hours, like, doing quests. That doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound fun to watch. It definitely doesn't sound fun to play. So I'm just going to do that on my own, I think. I'll need to do that as soon as possible because that's like a 658 ring, right? That's overpowered as fuck. Alternatively, I think when I get to 80, the goal will be to... I think you want to delve, right? Is that the idea? You want to delve and do LFR? But I'm not too sure. I literally haven't leveled a character in ages. I completely forgot what I did. I think I just did dungeons, but I'm sure there are better ways to do it now that the season's... Well, I want to say the season's just come out. It hasn't. It's been out for like a month now, isn't it? But I don't know. I'll get there when I get there. Right now, I need to get to 80. So I'm going to take a little ride in my little Ferris wheel here, get my little buff, and then we'll kick things off. I'm going to queue up as well. I don't know what the dungeon time is going to be like for just war within random dungeons. Hopefully they're as nice as time walking. Not too bad. I mean, I am a healer, so I shouldn't have massive queues. And then my second question is, how hard are these going to be dungeons be? Oh, well, there you are. Insta queue. Sure, let's go. Wait, no, this isn't... Oh, no, this isn't City of Threads, is it? It is, isn't it? Oh! I thought I was free from this place. There's no escaping the City of Threads. Alright, the tank's already gone. So, I've done a little bit of changing of the talents. And by a little bit, I mean, like, literally nothing. Just before I started stream. Basically, when I was playing yesterday, because I got, like, literally like 5 talents every 30 minutes. It was quite difficult to work out what to put everything into, so I did a little look this morning, and I've kind of shifted away from being fully into Jadefire's Stomp, and I've tried to go for a bit more of like a Rising Sun Kick build. I really don't know. Like, there's so many like really good healing abilities. I realize I want to take them all. That's the issue, right? I look at them, I look at the talent tree, and I'm like, well, why can't I take all of these abilities? So I've gone for Invoker's Delight down the middle, because from playing Windwalker, I know... Oh, hello, game. Thank you. Okay, cool. Like, Invoker's Delight, to me, is a good ability, and then I also went for the ability that reduces my Celestial's timer. Okay, why am I just dying? Hello? Am I dead? I've just been target focused by whatever the hell wanted to target focus me. Okay, start off. Good start, instantly dying. Oh, I should have just pressed Shalon's Gift on myself. As well as that, I've got like buffs on Shalon's Gift, so I think I want to be trying to get that out a lot more than I currently am. Why am I constantly slowed? Is this what playing I was going to say playing a range feels like. I'm not a range. Is this what playing a healer feels like? Everybody else is like jumping, moving really fast, and I'm just constantly getting slowed, stun locked in the back, and I die. Yeah, so the idea is, I think, to get my Celestial out as often as possible, because that gives me 20% haste every time I do that. I also reduce the cooldown of it to a minute, but it lasts for a short period of time, but I think that works well with Invoker's Delight, and I'm slow again? Why is no one else super slow? Why is it just me? Oh, I need to start pressing this T thing again, the empowered T. It's like my biggest issue is that I never press this button, and it seems to be like a super strong button because it allows me to do the AoE Crackling Jade Lightning, but I just never press it. I don't know why. I need to get all these things off the side of my screen as well. It's I bloat, get it off, hide it. So far, no one in this dungeon seems to have taken any damage except for myself. I'm the only person that seems to be suffering in this place, so that's a good start, I guess. As long as I can heal myself, we should be okay. Okay. Oh, I kind of thought that might happen, but we killed the ad quick. I also don't think I use Enveloping Mists and Renewing Mists enough. I basically don't think I do use my heal buttons enough. All I seem to be doing is Rising Sun Kick on, like, cooldown, and I don't know if that's the actual playstyle. As well as that, like, I never Tiger Palm, but I learned yesterday that you kind of want to be Tiger Palming, especially on your Jadefire's Stomp. Actually, no, not anymore, because I got rid of that talent. In fact, I really don't know when I'm meant to be Tiger Palming, because I feel like I always have Rising Sun Kick up, and then Blackout Kick to hopefully get the cooldown down. I don't know. I've got too many questions. I didn't actually realize how difficult it would be to, like, craft your own talent tree. It's actually way harder than you think it would be. Like, I'm not too fussed on the monk side of the tree. The monk side of the tree is pretty standard, and I'm probably sure that's almost like 100% accurate to what you probably would use in all content. Just because I understand the monk side of the tree, right? Because I play monks. Surprise, surprise. Funny there. I don't know. It's a weird one. Oh. So it looks like it's probably just going to be like a speed run. These guys just seem to instant one-shot everything. So that's fine. It's just going to be another speed run dungeon where I'm just basically boosted through this thing to get me to AC faster. I can't really complain about that. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to AC from here, because I'm just going to do dungeons. But I think it's probably the fastest way to do it, even though I could do world quests and stuff. Because I'm a healer, I'll get insta-Qs, right? So Qs will pop really quick. I've got the 10% buff. I've got a 10% buff from... What's the other thing? I've got a 10% buff from War Mode, but I don't know if that actually affects dungeons. It might affect the XP you get from downing ads in dungeons? I've never actually been 100% sure on that, but I set myself to War Mode anyway, because, you know, I'll take that risk. It's not like I'm going to get one shot in the open world, right? I've leveled super fast through dungeons. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I only played for like 3 hours or so, right? Maybe 3.5 hours at a push, and like I went from 40 all the way to 74, like so quickly. It was actually insane. Time walking's busted. Like I didn't realize how effective it was. It felt like it was faster leveling yesterday than it was during the Blizzard anniversary event. I don't know how accurate that is because obviously the anniversary event was pretty quick, but it felt like it. It really felt like it was the fastest leveling I've ever done. I don't know how I'm almost max level already. I'm gonna actually be playing the game soon. Oh, I just hate this dungeon. Like this dungeon. I'm glad that this dungeon was voted. There was a poll the other day for which dungeons players wanted to come back for season 3, which is weird, right? To put a poll like that already, like not even a month into season 2, and they already put their poll, got their results, and they've decided what dungeons are probably going to come back. Seems a bit preemptive, but not City of Threads, which is probably the only dungeon I don't actually like, just because of this whole section. It's just super tedious. Like, it's not hard, but it just drags. This drags. It's easily like 3-4 minutes of just running around, killing 4 trash packs, and then coming up to a boss. The dungeons I'm sad that didn't make the cut. So the dungeons that did make the cut is Arakara, City of Echoes. I need the actual... Arakara made it. Cinderbrew made it. Floodgate made it, and Priory made it. I'm pretty sure it's those 4. I'm kind of sad. I like Darkflame Cleft. Like, I actually do enjoy this dungeon. I think it's got good bosses, good ad. Lots of ads all over the place. I think this is fine. I'm not too bothered by Stonevault not coming back. Kind of an annoying dungeon. Dawnbreaker is whatever. That was also kind of an annoying dungeon. The Rookery I don't mind either. But I'm just glad City of Threads didn't come back. I would have probably taken any of the other ones, but City of Threads. I don't know. This dungeon's not fun. It's like the only dungeon that is just like, nah. Anything but this, please. Yeah, I don't know. It's very preemptively, like, to ask people. I feel like that's something you ask, like, before Season 3 comes out. Like, maybe not just before, but not a month into Season 2. Oh, Dawnbreaker made it, did it? Okay, Dawnbreaker not meadery. Damn, 3 out of 4. I almost got it right. My memory's bad. Okay, Dawnbreaker's... I actually prefer Dawnbreaker to City of Threads. I didn't run it that often. Like, I know that people didn't like the whole ship mechanics, and it is a super buggy dungeon. I've definitely had my fair share of falling through the ship. That's fine. But overall, the bosses aren't bad. The only thing I hate about the Dawnbreaker was the ad pack underneath the bridge. If you know, you know. And your dungeon could be going absolutely perfectly, and you could be timing this bad boy, and you'd be super happy about it. Oh, you just locked in your +10, your +12. You get to the ad pack under the bridge, and suddenly your entire group wipes, and your tank leaves, and it's GG because someone couldn't like target the orb or down the alleyway or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's just and besides even targeting that, like the amount of damage that you took as well, it was insane. So that's the only part of the Dawnbreaker I don't like. I actually like the bosses and flying around and stuff, but yeah, just knowing that when you got up to that point, it was like a 50-50 otherwise whether your key was over or not. and like there's not much you could really do about it. You just lived and died by how well you could do that trash bag. Down here, my friend. Okay, up here, my friend. Okay. Once again, I have done absolutely no healing in this dungeon. I'm actually getting rather concerned when I do get to Mythic Plus, because I feel like I just don't really know what I'm doing, healing-wise. Does that make sense? Like, I genuinely feel like I don't really know what I'm doing a lot of the time, other than damage, and I feel like that is not how you play healer. Like, it does healing, sure, but I feel like I do not utilize any of my other healing buttons. I never press Life Cocoon. I press Chi-Ji a lot. If there's one thing I'd say I'm good at, it's pressing Chi-Ji. I'm horrendous at using my Thunder Focus T or my Lightning ability. I've used it once this dungeon, and I only press it now because I reminded myself. I think I Vivify too often as well, and it doesn't heal that much. I don't know. I'm all over the place. It's cooked. It's cooked. people like open-ended dungeons. That's a pack worth of Bloodlust Defo. Yeah, and if you'd like used your Bloodlust on the pack before, oh shit! Thank you. Thanks. Wow, what a guy. That counts, by the way. I am allowed to get loot from other players in a dungeon I'm in, because it's, you know, that does fit into the ethics of the rules. And you know why? Because I made the rules. They're my rules. That's the best thing about making up rule sets, right? it's whatever I say goes. But that was always going to be the case. Like, if something drops in a dungeon, sure. It's more so that I can't, like, buy gear or get gear from the auction house, or, like, you know how you have warbound gear and all that stuff? Like, I've got tons of warbound gear I could give to this character. That just kind of defeats the entire purpose. But if I've done the dungeon with people, we can trade each other loot. That's fine. Otherwise, I literally will probably never get anything ever. And that's funny until it's not funny. I guess it's the same concept of, like, rolling on loot in a dungeon, right? In a raid. Oh, everyone's dying! Guys, please. Oh my god, he heals. He's a madman. I didn't even get a level. I'm stuck in this. I'm gonna be here forever. How did I not get a level off of that? And I didn't get any loot either. Well, that's okay. I didn't get any dropped. Okay, tank's not queuing up. I'm out. I like the Dawnbreaker. Yeah, I think Dawnbreaker was good. Well done on finally playing Mistweaver. Thanks, Christopher. It took me long enough. I needed a bit of diversity in my profile, you know? Especially when, like, next tier comes out. So the way I look at it, very fortunate that Windwalker was as strong as it was this tier. But I'm playing it, like, a guild level high enough now where it actually matters what classes you bring. Like, for instance, we were class stacking certain bosses with 4 Shadow Priests, 3 Mages. If Windwalker's not good next tier, which, you know, it's really likely it probably won't be. Windwalker's, like, it's not always the best spec. I think we got lucky this tier with some good changes and some devs that actually felt for us. I want to actually have something that I might be able to play alternatively, because potentially, like, you tend to always want to bring one monk class, right? And if the tank spec's not good and the tank spec's not good and the DPS spec's not good, then you're probably taking a Mistweaver. So it's a little bit of both. It's to learn something fun, have a bit of fresh content for myself, as well as streaming and video recording, but also having another option. I feel like another option's good for raiding. Oh. I don't know what these red marks on people mean. He's got a red... Why have we got red bars on us? Is that... Oh, it's a bleed. Is that the bleed effect? So if someone's bleeding, it gets this red outline. Okay, can you stop bleeding? Thank you. I put renewing mists on people and I just watched it does absolutely nothing. Why? Was there any good trinkets or weapons from Dawnbreaker? I don't remember. There was the... Oh, what was it called? It was like a crystal. It wasn't good. It was like the crystal that was alright in AoE, I think you could bring it in, so it was alright for dungeons, and I think you got one use out of it on maybe... Broodkeeper? That's... Oh, weird. Let me find it real quick. Oh, I'm coming, guys. Hold on. It was the Empowered Crystal of Anubic. Yeah, you know what? Nubicage, whatever you want to call it. That one was alright, actually. I ran that a little bit when I didn't have better trinkets. And I think I ran it for Brood Twister. I could be I could be corrected. I don't quite remember. Feels like a lifetime ago. Otherwise, no, I don't think so. Basically, people voted for the dungeons that had the best loot, which makes sense, right? So they voted for Arakara because that's the egg. They voted for... I've completely forgot what the other dungeons are. Basically, they voted for loot-wise, I think is the prominent thing, and that makes sense, right? Of course, players are going to vote for loot. So I think what Blizzard should do is they should Uno reverse and bring back the 4 dungeons that people didn't vote for. Loot and easiness, right? That's what people probably voted for. So they should bring back the 4 dungeons that people didn't vote for, and that would be the ultimate, like, absolute Chad move from Blizzard and saying, right, this is what you voted for? How about no? They won't do that, but it'd be cool. I never cast Chain Lightning. Ah! Like, I'm not punished for it right now, but I'm gonna be so punished for it later on. I played Mistweaver in Shadowlands and Raid. Would love to see you playing it in Raid as well. I mean, that's the end goal for this character. So phase 1 is obviously to get 2.5k and... Oh, shit! Oh no, I didn't realize. I forgot that Jade Firestomp does that. Oh, at casual. They won't know it was me. It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone in this group that did that, right? Just don't look at the green line on the floor. Yeah, that's the end goal for this character. So ahead of the curve, in a pug, and then 2.5k pugging. And then what I want to do is have this as my, like, third ult. And then the idea would be that I'd play potentially Windwalker and Mistweaver on all 3 of my characters, right? Have the option for that, depending on what we needed. That just gives me a bit more in my kit. I can actually do a bit more. Obviously, I'd like still preferably play Windwalker. But I think it'd be cool to learn healing at a high level. But so far, I'm not convincing myself. I don't know if I'm convincing anybody. Huh? Is this good for Mistweaver? Yo! Is that good for Mistweaver? Don't tell me, but yeah, probably. Actually, you can tell me. I don't care. I was saying yesterday on stream, the funniest thing about this challenge that I didn't even think about is I don't even know what the main stats are for Mistweaver. Don't actually tell me that. Like, I genuinely don't want to know because I think it's really funny. So I'm just gonna like be getting gear and stuff, and I won't know what stats I want to build. Like, I'm under the impression it's mastery and crit or haste, because verse doesn't make any sense for a healer. I have a bunch of mastery, so I'm leaning towards crit mastery, but I couldn't know. I don't know what the best trinkets are. I don't know what the best gear is. It's like with crafting as well. I'm not going to craft any gear because I feel like I'd absolutely, like, fumble myself. I'd screw myself over, basically, is the idea of this. Like, I don't think it's going to be too punishing to try to get to 2.5k and ahead of the curve without knowing. But I think, like, once I've done that, the idea is to then actually mythic raid and stuff, and then I will have to actually start looking at guides and stuff. There is, like, an end to this. It's not like a never-ending self-found character, which would have been cool, but my raid leader wouldn't let me in if I didn't know how to play. I didn't have the right gear. You think I'm getting taken to mythic? So it's like a means to an end, I think. Oh, boss time. Intellect stamina. Thank you, Cogledy. I'll note that one. I need to remember I have this trinket. I will probably equip it and then put it over here and then do a cheeky keybind. And then, so that increases my highest secondary stat, which is mastery. So I guess when I want to use big heals, I guarantee you're going to see I never press that button. It's going to be another one of my buttons that I never press. These bosses don't do anything. This is really fun. What else have I got in the works? So I've tried to I said that I tried to schedule a whole bunch of streams and stuff. So I have done that predominantly on Twitch. On YouTube, I've started it. The thing with YouTube is I have to create a thumbnail for every video. Like, I literally have to get creative with every, like, video's thumbnail. And I'll be honest, I'm not a creative person. With Twitch, I can just put a time and a date and then lock it in. On YouTube, it's like, ah, no, but you need a thumbnail for this one and everything. It's like, oh my god, how many thumbnails can I come up with? So the idea for this week is Mythic Reclear tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Hopefully I get footage for... Oh, what's the boss called? Lock and Stocks. It's the only one I don't have footage for, and I've had a lot of people ask me if I can post my Lock and Stock video, and I'm like, I just don't have any footage for it. It all got broken, because that's when my stream bust on the kill. Not because my pass was bad. It's because the stream bust. You gotta trust me on that one. Other than that, on I think Saturday I want to start doing high-end Mythic Plus. Because I read some funny comments from people, and they're like, "Haha, this is a 1.8k monk making guides. Haha, what a joke!" That's probably my favorite comment I've ever read on any of my videos. Someone calling me a 1.8k monk and that no one should watch my guides. I like that one. That one actually made me laugh. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. But I actually want to try to do some Mythic Plus, because it's probably like my weakest part of Warcraft. Like, it's fine. Like, I do high-end raiding. That's cool, but I probably should actually do M+. I'm not very good at it, so it's not like it'll be a breeze. There's definitely, like, a ceiling that I'm not as good at, but I like to learn it and try push keys and stuff. Because at the moment, all my, like, Mythic Plus videos are 10s and 11s, which are fine. But I want to try see how far I can get. So I might try to do, like, a Mythic Plus stream once a week. I don't know, it depends. I'm trying to balance the raiding, the Mythic Plus, the Mistweaver. I don't know, it all kind of funnels into each other. I guess what I'm trying to say is I've got a whole bunch scheduled, and you can find the schedule on Twitch, but also on YouTube I've got like 2 videos prepped in advance, like live streams. Monologue over. Let's kill this boss. She's gonna jump. Can you kill her before she jumps up? Nope, absolutely not. To be honest, for me, it's a CR. Like, of course, Mistweaver got a mass res and a normal res, but it's not got a CR. Yeah, I feel like all healers should have a CR. I think I don't know, it's a very archaic WoW thing. It's one of the things where certain classes had these abilities to begin with, so they don't get changed. But in my mind, I think it's so random that certain classes have CRs and some don't. Like, to me, a priest should have a CR, right? Like, is that crazy to think a priest should have a CR? Don't say priests have CRs, because that completely destroys my entire point, but I don't think they do, right? It's shamans, druids, death knights, paladins, right? Just the 4. I don't know, I think all healers should have some form of CR, because then you're not, like, limited. Like, the issue with dungeons, I feel like you're always limited to certain picks. Like, if you get a DPS, you get a Windwalker Monk, and you get a... I'm trying to think of another awful DPS that doesn't bring anything to the group. You bring a warrior and a monk, right? Then you're literally forced to bring like a DPS that has lust or a DPS that has CR, and then suddenly like you get loads of applicants that sign up and they're really like good, but it's like, well, I can't invite you. I literally can't invite you. That's like the only thing I don't like. Because in raid it's not so bad with raid buffs because you've got 20 spots. I feel like in Mythic Plus it always feels so tight. Especially as I'm a Windwalker, right? So that's 1 DPS spot that has been lost to someone that can actually bring something useful to the group. Not that... No, actually, that's not a lie. Like, what do I bring to the group that's useful, like, raid buff-wise? My 5% physical damage. Wow. We're gonna kill bosses with that, are we? Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have a 5% intellect buff. Or magic damage buff, like a Demon Hunter. What is missing about Windwalker to be a meta class and M+? Damage. Like the short answer is just damage, right? Like, everybody talks about target capping and stuff, but it's a little bit like misinformation. I think the best example for that is shamans, right? Shamans, from what I understand, have the exact same target capping as us. Oh my god, are we dead? No. Oh god, this guy's dead. Where is he? Stop it. Shamans, what they call the bloody enhanced shamans. One of the shaman specs have the exact same as us, but they do insane AoE damage. Season 1, I don't know how they're doing right now in Mythic Plus, but in Season 1, obviously they were the #1 DPS that you take. Same sort of target capping, 5 with reduced damage, but our damage is just not good enough, basically. I guess it's a scaling thing. We just don't have as high damage numbers as some other specs, so the short answer is genuinely just more damage. Like, if they ramped up our damage numbers, sure. But I think the issue with Windwalker is when we spec into Mythic Plus and spec into Raid, like if we spec into single target, how different is that our single target build from our AoE build? Not very different, right? Like, you change like a few talent points, and that's about it. basically, like, our AoE and our single target are very aligned. Like, other specs will have to, like, switch out, like, have completely different talent builds if they want to go AoE to single target, and they're basically choosing between one or the other. We don't really do that, right? Like, we basically change a few talents, but mostly we're playing the exact same thing, more or less. And it does good AoE, it does decent single target. And I think that's the biggest issue, right? So if they buff our AoE, they basically buff our single target. Why have we pulled the entire goddamn dungeon? Oh, yeah, let me just heal everybody. Yeah, no, guys, we're fine. Yeah, this is a great idea. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We'll pull the entire fucking room again. Don't worry, everybody. You're all gonna survive because I heal. I don't, apparently. I'm doing no healing. Hold up. Okay, nobody survived because I did anything there. I can promise you that. I need to get everybody's health bars up. Hold on. Oh. Ow. 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 Enhancement Shaman was so nice in Season 1. Yeah. The thing is, I'm a player that, like, is very set in their ways of, will I play a class or not? And to me, Shaman has no, like... I'm not interested in summoning totems, or, like, the class fantasy, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like, class fantasy is super important if I'm interested in a spec or not. It's why I'd never play Paladin. I couldn't give a fuck about, like, being a Crusader. It's why I really like Rogues, because I like the idea of being, like, an invisible thief and stuff. Like, it sounds ludicrous to, like, be so into the class fantasy and, like, that decide, but... it's so important, so... it sucks, because even if Enhanced was good, I would never play it. Because to me, it's like, I really hate the idea of, like, a Shaman. I have absolutely zero interest in that sort of, class. Why are we pulling every... I am not capable of healing this. Oh, Lord, give me strength. Lord, give me strength. I don't even think I'm healing right now. Oh! Help me. Everybody's dying. I think we're okay. I don't feel very comfortable with what just happened. I feel like I need more haste. I feel like I'm so slow on my casts. I also think I need to calm down a bit when things start hitting the roof. Like, as a DPS, when things are going wrong, I just turn my brain off because it's not my problem if I die. It's my healer's fault, right? But now suddenly I'm the healer. If people die, it's my fault. It's actually really stressful. Signal of the Priory. I forgot I had that. Oh, yeah, I have lightning as well. I keep forgetting to cast the lightning. Yikes. Oh, the boss is dead.
Look for another main cart. If it's here...
Same class fantasy is huge for what I play. Yeah, it's a huge factor. Okay. Alright, I'm glad I'm not the only person that, like, is really... Like, class fantasy is such a big decider. I guess it makes sense, right? It is a fantasy game at the end of the day. It's like, even on Classic WoW, because I've played that a few times, would never touch Shaman, but I'd go Warrior. I've never played Mage either, but I don't think I'm against Mage. I just think I've never really... I don't know, I'm not a big caster person. I'm such a melee brain player that I don't think I could handle a caster. Guys, please. Guys, please! They're dead. I'm dead. We're dead. Oh. Okay. I'm a little concerned that everybody is dying. I'm a little concerned. Could I have done anything there? Maybe? Maybe I could have cocooned myself. Oh, am I just rezzed? Am I? Are we just... Okay. Okay. He rezzed me because he doesn't die. He's a DK that doesn't die, so it's not his problem. I understand. I get it. Oh. Oh. I'm so gonna die again. I do no healing. I'm looking at the healing meters and I'm just like, where am I? No wonder everybody's dying. Don't worry, everybody. You're in safe. Oh, I'm the healer. I res. I forgot that I'm the person that reses. I was thinking to myself, why is no one getting this guy up? It's because I have to get him up. Oh. There's too much responsibility. Take me back to time walking dungeons. This is above my pay grade. I've peaked. My raid leader's gonna take one look at this and be like, this guy's never coming to me. He's never coming in. I need to loot these guys for gold as well. My character is so broke. I've got 4k to my name, and this is literally all the money that my character has. Because I can't give myself money, which doesn't sound like the end of the world, but it actually is. Because it means I cannot buy enchants, I can't buy consumables, I can't even craft if I wanted to. So I got a level. Yahoo! In that case, I think I want to play the Red Crane. It has a chance to give me Chi-Ji. That's huge. That's actually insane. Refreshing Jade Wind and spinning Crane Kick. And I'm running Refreshing Jade Wind. Oh, but I need to press Thunder Focus T more because I'm not activating it enough. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I might actually go dance with the Chi-Ji for a sec just because I'm literally not pressing lightning. I know lightning's bussing, but I feel like my brain's too small to remember to press it whilst I've got everything else going on. And I died, so I lost my buff. Wait, what? Is that a thing? You died, you lose your Dark Moon Fair buff. I haven't been playing for an hour. No, I have not been playing for an hour. That's so cursed. That means I didn't... Oh, that means I didn't get the end of the dungeon XP either. Since when does dying lose this buff? I thought this was permanent. I love that you're experiencing how stressful healing is. I'm glad you love that. I'm glad you love that I'm loving stressing words. I can't even words right now. Yeah. I'm glad you're all having fun. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm having fun as well. Lanax, I don't think 4 Ha's in a row are making this better. And this is why I can't play healer. I'm way too smooth-brained for this. I'm smooth-brained for this, but I'm trying to, like, persevere and force myself to do it. It's such a weird playstyle, right? Because as a DPS, you have a rotation, you have a priority, press buttons in order, dodge mechanics, everything okay, double thumbs up, you're doing great, you pass well. Everything with healing's reactive. I haven't been trained for this. Nothing in my, like, gameplay has trained me for this. How do people do it? How do people do it at a high level as well? Like how were those healers on Mugsy all doing 3 million HPS? I have a newfound respect for healers, I think. I've only played this character for like 11 hours, but it's changed my perspective on the game. Jesus Christ. I've been a healer main for many expansions and just started picking up Windwalker, so it's funny we switched places. We've just done the Uno reverse card. I think you probably will have an easier time picking up a DPS than a DPS picking up a healer. Like, I meme a lot and I say that DPS, melee is the hardest spec in the game. It's not, though, is it? I'd probably say tanks are the easiest, melee DPS, ranged DPS, ranged healers, and melee. I'd class healers as just 1, actually. Probably in that order, 1 to 4 hardest. Tank's just brain dead. And I can say that because I played tank. Melee DPS is probably just as brain dead. range DPS actually have a hard time. I feel like this tier taught me anything. It's that range DPS gets so many more mechanics and have to play like a fight for a ranged DPS compared to a melee DPS is like a completely different thing. One-armed bandit's a great example of that. Lock and stock as well. Like there's like my mechanics on lock and stock, pop a mine every so often and dodge stuff. The range mechanics, they had to like do drills and like go on conveyor belts and run around the map popping mines in like the other side of the room, and they had to be rescued and like deal with all sorts of stuff. And I'm just there like hitting boss, dodge rocket. Oh man, it's funny. And then you have to heal on top. Nah, there's too much responsibility. It's too much. Playing healer is a revelation. Blackout kicks and rising sun kicks in it. I mean, that's how I play healer. Blackout kicks and rising sun kicks in it. Guys, wait up. No, please. You need me. We can't just keep running through these dungeons. Oh my god. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what I'm capable of. He's pulled it all. He's pulled it all. Okay, so let me put some nice renewing mists on people. And that used up all of my time to pop renewing mists on people, and everything is dead. See, this is what I don't understand. I was told yesterday that renewing mists needs to probably be up at all times, right? Like, and it makes sense because it gives the healing, empowered healing, like get more healing. By the time I finish casting renewing mists on targets, everything's dead. So I don't know if it's just because of the dungeons I'm running, but I'm trying to get in the habit of it. But by the time I've pressed it all, everything's already dead. I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing left. Also, why is Chi-Ji not procced? Oh, it has procced. It's just not on my bars. Oh! You know where I was looking for my Dance of the Chi-Ji proc? I was looking on this bar over here in the middle. So that's where it would be for Windwalker. I'd have a glowing spinning crane kick. And I was like, why is there no glowing spinning crane kick? It's up here. I was so confused. Alright, this should be a massive heal now. Spinning crane kick and Chi-Ji active. Oh my god, look at that. 30,000 healing. 35! Sign me up. Method, hit me up. Liquid Echo, you have my number. You know where to find me. Yeah, you can give me advice, Skip Wow. Let me just pretend that I'm helping on this boss, and then I'll read what you said. Yeah, advice is definitely welcome. I think I'm more thinking, like, I just don't want to know, like, what the best pieces of gear are, you know, or what talent builds I should be running, stuff like that. But, like, playstyle and stuff, fine. I really don't mind. It's reactive, but it's not. It's about knowing what damage will be happening and have CDs ready for it. It's about pre-planning melee DPS is easy. Melee DPS is easy. What the hell was that end of? That was some really good advice, and then at the end you just put this like, melee DPS is easy. Oh, what the hell? It is. No, that makes sense. It does make sense. I feel like that... Is that easier than in a raid to pre-plan healing? Because, like... I mean, I'm sure to an extent you can in Mythic Plus. Once you've done the dungeon enough times, you know what damage is coming out. But in Mythic Plus, like, it's the same with Mythic Plus and DPS, right? Like, knowing when to use your cooldowns and stuff, and it changes per dungeon. Like, how fast are you pulling? When do you get to the bosses? In a raid, I think it's a lot easier to pre-plan. It's something I'll have to wrap my head around. Because right now I'm using Chi-Ji on cooldown, which I imagine is probably not the right thing to be doing. And then I'll use like Revival as a panic button. And I have Shaolon's Gift stacked at 10 for like the past 2 dungeons. I don't think I've pressed it. That's fine. Which is really bad because this activates my heart window and I'm just not using it. So that's good. that's good. Okay, we got some more healing done. That was alright. I'm gonna say now that as a new Mistweaver, your fun focus is huge for heals. I've had one where everyone almost died, popped an empowered crackling, they went to max HP. Yeah, you're probably right. Yesterday when I was doing time walking, I actually did press the crackling jade lightning a lot. I'm probably gonna switch the talent back. I think I'm just I'm being dramatic when I say that I don't press it, but it's something I need to learn to get to do. Because I know exactly what you mean. In the time walking yesterday, like when you did that crackling jade lightning, everybody's health just shot up. It was insane. Probably not as much value on the spinning crane kick. I think I was just trying to look for familiarity. Oh, I got you. I got you. You're fine. You're fine. Infestation? Nah, fuck off. Oh, your comment was asking how high-end... Yeah, referring to how high-end healers do it. It's about damage pattern knowledge. Most of the strong healers have some type of RAM that can be pre-planned. I did think you were probably referring to something like that. I just think it was funny. I just read... It was like this whole advice thing at the end. I just read, melee DPS is easy. No, I get you. Oh, I have a spinning crane kick. That didn't feel very empowered. I did no healing. Alright, good job. Me. Yay! I might have to have another look at my talents. My advice is more conceptual, that healing is about UI telling you what damn will happen and making sure you have cooldowns to push through, or your team use your personals, right? So I need to... So on bosses and stuff, I actually have to actively be looking at the boss ability timers and stuff, and probably knowing what each of the boss's abilities do. Which generally I do. Know what the boss's abilities do. This guy, for instance, does absolutely nothing. How do I know that? Because we're probably going to kill it before it even does its first suck-in move. Venom Volley? Oh, watch me kill everybody. Oh. Wait, what? Why didn't the green lines come out? Huh? I was meant to use a revival, pop everybody's things, and one-shot the group. I didn't go according to plan. Everybody lived. Does revival remove it? Ah, it's too many questions, not enough answers. Wait, no. I need to switch talent. Anyway, I'll stop yapping, but I think everyone should learn all roles at least on basic level. It makes us more aware. And yes, scrolling combat text WeakAura is great and many other UIs. Scrolling combat text? No. You can't make me. You can't make me clutter up my screen. Not like this. But it's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. Oh, this is interesting, because I actually used Jadefire Stomp. So Inner Compass is probably fine, but actually getting use of Jadefire Stomp increases damage or healing of your next Rising Sun kick by 30%. Oh. But it's only your next one. It's not all your Rising Sun kicks. That's probably bad then. Or you probably have to fully go invest into the Jadefire Stomp tree for that to get huge value. I'm gonna try it. And then I'm also gonna switch you for Crackling Jade Lightning again. I don't know if I get much value from Invoker's Delight. I mean, I probably do. I don't even know if this helps, Rising Mist. In fact, Rising Sun heals all allies. Yeah, no, I'm just getting no value from this at the moment. I'm not getting any value from Shulon's Gift, to be honest. I just don't press it. So instead, I think I'm going to maybe go Xiao Lessons. I'm really good at all of these names. Legacy of the Wisdom, potentially. Actually, no, I prefer it being an instant heal that I can save someone's life with. Reduce the Reduces the cooldown. Chi cocoons now apply enveloping mist for 4 seconds. When they expire, are consumed, and cheese gusts of mists. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I do like the cooldown being reduced. I think that's really useful, especially with extra haste. Alright, I'm going to rock this for a sec. Go back to the lightning. See if I can actually get some value from these RNG gifts. And actually fully commit to Jadefire Stomp. I think that sounds like a good plan. I'm happy with that. I meant like scrolling ability timelines. Oh yeah. I've got those. Scrolling text is awful. Yeah, I know. It's like damage numbers as well. I got like a lot of people like, you don't use damage numbers. I don't know. I just think they clutter your screen. Like I'm trying to like, I found like they were just more of a hindrance than anything. That I'd end up like having hundreds of numbers on my screen, all in the millions, or hundreds of thousands. I can't see what it's casting because I've got all these massive like numbers in my screen. I know it's like quintessential WoW to see your damage numbers or healing numbers, but nah. I just don't like clutter, to be honest. I need a clean screen. As Fistweaver and M+, you shouldn't be hardcasting Enveloping Mist unless it's Invoke Chi-Ji. What the hell, Christopher? That's a spoiler, but I like it. Thank you. Wow, I won't. Don't worry. I'll hide that one from the YouTube video. Let me jot that down. You shouldn't be hardcasting Enveloping Mist unless an Invoke Chi-Ji. That makes sense. What I also find that I never do is I never cast Soothing Mist. Like, what the hell? Stop that. Oh, it's because they're the flipping horde. I was going to show you my healing. I never cast Soothing Mist. I feel like this is probably a raid ability. Like, maybe it isn't. Maybe Soothing Mist is more of a, obviously, funnel healing. But maybe you get more value out of it, like pad targeting a tank in your raid, I guess. I'm like trying to recall, have I ever seen a Mistweaver Monk cast this in one of my dungeons? Generally, maybe. Maybe if like the boss is really hard, like a swamp face or something, they might like just full on tunnel the tank, and then it's good. But something just shut. My mind just makes me think. Soothing Mist is like your super target funnel, probably for like raid boss, raid tank healing. Soothing Mist PvP? Nah, it's got to have some use in PvE. Got to have some use in PvE. This is the problem with learning before M+. It's nearly impossible to be tested. Not wrong. But I think learning before Mythic Plus is also useful. In my mind, anyway, the reason I level up a character to learn is... I mean, I spoke about it quite a bit yesterday, but when you boost a character and you get 50 abilities given to you instantly, you're level 70, and the game's just like, go on, you go play the game now. I'm too overwhelmed. I don't understand anything. I don't know which abilities are important, which one aren't important, what talents are good, what talents are bad, how you actually use all these abilities combined. So I think even though like leveling through dungeons doesn't like show you how to play Mythic Plus, I think it's the best way to understand what your actual utility is, what your abilities actually do, how they work together, what's your important abilities, what do you need to be focusing on. I don't know. Everybody's different. Like some people could probably just boost a character to 70, log in, just do a cool rotation and win the game. I cannot. I have so many boosted characters from like buying expansions that are just left at whatever level I've boosted them to. Because I just can't learn the game that way. It doesn't work. I cannot do it. Like I've boosted mages. I've had mages that I've boosted and I've get like 10, 15 abilities and I'm like, I don't know which ones are my main. What's my main rotation button? And I can read a rotation list, but it doesn't make sense to me because I haven't practiced it. But learning as a level, suddenly you get your talent slowly. You're like, okay, so this is how I use, you know, renewing mist. Oh, okay, so I got revival. This is my panic button. I don't know. I'm smooth brain. You got to understand. You should try Mistweaver build as it's easier. A ranger build. I don't know what that is, Chris. The idea for this is that I don't know anything. Like that's the entire concept is I haven't looked at any talent tree guides, I haven't looked at any builds, I haven't looked at anything like that, and the idea is I don't want to. Not until I've reached 2.5k. So to me, this is my talent build. This could be completely wrong for all content. I have no idea. I've never seen these talents in before. I've just picked the ones that I think work well. That's basically the idea of this character right now. Just to get a feel, see if I can work out what actually works, what doesn't, and then put it into practice. So when you say range build, it means absolutely nothing to me, and I don't actually want to know. Character boost can be super bad for learning. Smooth brains rise up. You're gonna... Wait, this isn't the start of the dungeon. What is this? Okay, this is the new start, Cinderbrood, I guess. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! There's a lot of ads that cast in here. I think I'm actually healing this dungeon. Yeah, I am actually healing players in this dungeon. It's miraculous. I'm pretty bad at dispelling. I've come to work out as well. Alright, boss time. We're leaving that trash up. Okay. Probably should start using Chi-Ji when damage actually comes out, because now the damage comes out and I have no Chi-Ji. Okay. This does not bode well for me. I can lightning these. And everybody's full health again. Yo. That was cool. What's this? New belt. Yeah, I need to stop using Chi-Ji on cooldown, I think. Because I literally, like, I'll pull a set of ads and I'll prop Chi-Ji. I just don't heal anything, because no one's taking any damage. Ooh. Remember when we talked about pre-planning things? Yeah. Yeah, me too. I just got asked how Mistweaver's going for me by a guildie. I told them the truth. It's going amazingly, and I'm learning super fast, is what I said. And I think I'll probably be mythic ready within the week or so. That was the answer. I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how I feel about Mistweaver right now. Yeah, there's no point in lying to him. Oh! Can I remove this? Oh, I can remove that. I don't know what I removed. I removed something from someone. Yeah, Shaylon's is good. I want to like try use this a lot more than I am. Okay, so I have my electricity move available. And I want to use it now, I think. Probably not, actually. That made no sense. Everybody was full health. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage. So now I'll pop Chi-Ji. And now I'll get stunned. And now my entire party will die. But I cast Revival. And I think we're okay. I'm so glad I have a Revival. Because I think things would go a lot worse if I didn't. I think I might even change it to the ability... Actually, no, I won't. But I've debated a lot changing it to the one that you can use whilst you're stunned. I know it doesn't remove magic effects, but I feel like I don't use revival very much for the sole purpose of removing, like, dispelling, I guess. I don't know if you are meant to probably use it as a dispel or if you're just meant to use it as a heal. I'm sure you probably can use it as both applications. Oh! No! No, stop! I need heal. This is what we saved Chiji for. Oh, and everybody's fine. Wow, okay. I sound like... That sounded so fake there. That was like an actual wow. If I'm actually... Don't just use this button on cooldown and use it as a healing button. It actually has some big payoff. I'm actually glad the dungeons are getting a bit harder. Okay, so we have lightning in the bag. How long do I get to have before I have to expend this lightning? I think that's an interesting question. Because do I just save it? Like, is it like 20 seconds? Can I save this ability? And then that way when people are about to die, like now, then I cast it. And it heals no one? Huh? Why did no one get healing there? Am I Huh? I'm sorry, I just used my lightning move and it healed no one.
I do not have a target. I cannot carry more.
What? I'm so confused. Is it because there was a staircase there, so they got line of sight, technically? That's the only conceivable reason I can think that not a single person received any healing. Or was I just not close enough to them? No, because look, like, they're getting a slight heal now, and that's just from one target. Game's bugged. We'll leave it at that. Ah! I suddenly realized Mistweaver is actually quite hard. Is that because you've watched me play Mistweaver and you're like, oh my god, this guy sucks? I'm basically what you're saying is I'm making Mistweaver look like the hardest healing spec in the game. Oh no. We don't actually have to kill those, we can just go up. Revival is a dispel. Yeah, I imagine it probably is used predominantly as a dispel, but I feel like if I have to use it as a panic heal, I will use it as a panic heal, because it does like 277,000. Like, that's crazy on a single button. I'd rather press it and not dispel anything, but keep everyone alive, than not press it. Oh, I can probably get loads of DPS off of this. The iPad. Ooh. I never really understood the point of this 4 set of ads here. They don't really do anything. I feel like they added this 4 set of ads just to add time to the key. I did read that you can actually like kill them all at the same time if you time it perfectly. I think as like monks, you can touch a death and add at the same time another one dies, and that works. But I think as well as that, you can like put healing reduction on them, and that also works. Like, I think warriors can put healing reduction on. I think monks can put healing reduction on, right? No, that's not still a thing. That was a thing, though. We used to be able to put healing reduction on Rising Sun kick? Is it still a thing? I should know this. These are the sort of things I should know. Oh, Dispel. I don't think it does. I'm curious now. Spellbook. I'm looking at the fucking Mistweaver version of Rising Sun Kick. I don't know what I expect. Oh, forget about it.
He's gone. Oh, thank the hive. It was a grave error listening to
Okay, we got some new boots, and we have...
you.
We're level 76. That's good, I think. That's 4 levels off. I still need to decide what I want to do at 80. I'm still trying to work out the best way to do it. Any advice? Does anyone, like, play a lot of bolts? Like, what do you do at 80 to get yourself as much gear as possible? Don't say the Siren Isles, even if it is the answer, because I don't want to do that on stream, because it's not... I don't think that's going to be fun to stream. It's... I mean, if it is the Siren Isles, actually do say, because I'd like to know. But because I do need to get Cersei's Circlet, but I think I'll just do that off stream, because it's not... Like, that's literally 2 hours of me running around an island, like, doing quests. That's not fun. that's not watchable. I wouldn't watch that. He'll learn that he needs to use his mists more. I know, I've been told that by multiple people, right? I really don't use them. I only have 2 charges. The issue I find with them is they feel really clunky to apply, right? So, like, we're in the middle of combat. You've got tons of ads coming out. I've got to then use 2 whole GCDs to put Renewing Mists on people. Whilst, at the same time, I could be Rising Sun Kick or Spinning Crane Kick. Try heal with damage. I don't know if I meant to do it preemptively, like before combat I put it on people. Maybe that makes more sense. But I know I'm not doing it. I know I need to be doing it. I'm just, like, in my mind it feels so clunky to be putting on these heals. But I know they're really good. I know that they empower healing, right? Oh no, they don't. That's the other one. I'm actually talking about enveloping mists, in which case I know, yeah, I don't put any mists on. No, not Sea of Threads. Fuck. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, everybody else is also, like, absolutely dazed and stunned that they're here. They're like, oh my god, we could have got any dungeon as an expansion when you've got City of Threads. Sure, like, half of them just, like, almost all forward. Look at this slow little horse. Oh no, I'm a slow little monk now. Alright, people are taking damage. Okay, I put my mists on. 2 mists on. And then I press Chi-Ji. And now we go. Huh? Enveloping mists on myself? Yeah, yeah.
I'm out of range.
The issue I find with enveloping mists is the only time I want to put it on is during Chi-Ji when I get the free casts. But what I don't like is that whenever I am in Chi-Ji, everybody's full health. So it's like, who am I meant to be enveloping misting? Everybody's like full health. I feel like I get no value from this button. Oh! Oh my god, I'm doing so much healing! And I'm stunned. We're all dead. Oh, I can actually go so ham here, healing-wise and DPS-wise. I've got a Crackling Jade Lightning with every single ad's name on. Oh, it's beautiful! And they all died. Look at that damage! Huh? Huh?
I must get closer.
No, we're gonna... Our thoughts twisted. Oh, shit, it's me. My thoughts are twisted. No, watch out! You didn't. I'm sorry! Uh oh, everyone's dying. This looks like a Chi-Ji sort of act. Buddy, where are you going? What? Did you see that paladin? He's trying to run out the circle. He did it like 4 times in a row. Do you reckon he like saw the the purple circle and was like, shit, this is something I shouldn't be in? Just tried to get out 4 times in a row and got pulled back in. Not even. I reckon he went to go try loot these. That's so funny. Oh man. Oh god, we got a lot of advice. Thank you so much. Let me read through these. I'd do Siren Isles, get the ring, buy gear. Yeah, that makes sense. I can buy gear like that. Just not auction house gear, right? I can't, like, go buy myself made BOEs from the raid, but I can, like, obviously go to vendors and stuff with currency ever, and that, like, makes sense. It's, like, that's fine. So, yeah, I think Siren Isles in my own time. I might try do, like, tomorrow morning or something. Or I'll definitely have done it before the next time I stream Mistweaver, the Siren Isles, and get Circe's Circlet. So that's one way I'll get gear. Undermine campaign. Oh, not campaigns. Delves? Oh, okay. I like Delves. LFR, Heroic Dungeons to start properly. Yeah. So LFR, Delves, and Heroic Dungeons. Unless there's something, like, absolutely super good from doing the Undermine story, I really don't want to do it. I actually hate questing. It's funny, but it's my least favorite part of this game. I play an MMORPG, and my least favorite part of the game is the quests. No, that's a lie, actually. I don't mind the story the first time. It's doing it more than once. I really hate games like that. So it's why, like, people that can play Borderlands 10 times over on a different difficulty boggle my mind. I can play it once, and then I'm done. The game's... I don't want to play that game anymore. I've done the story. Why would I play it again? Same for, like, Dark Souls or Elden Ring, stuff like that. New Game Plus, just... I cannot... I played this story. Why am I playing the story again? So, it's the same for quests. Bit of a tangent, but yeah. Collect free quests from all renowned guys. Oh, that's a good one, Robert. That's actually... Yes, because they go across characters, don't they? Oh, that's actually really good as well, because I have bountiful keys from one of them, so that unlocks one delve. The only world quests I'm willing to do are Theatre, just because it's AFK and quick, and I can get a bountiful key. And then I should be okay to get another one. Including the new guy in the hotel area, convert your weather quests for crafted items. You should be able to make 4 to 5, 6 to 9 items. See, that sounds like a good idea, but I don't think I'm going to have enough cash to make crafted items unless I find someone willing to craft me gear on the auction house for no finder's fee, because I don't have enough gold. I have 5,000 gold, and I really don't want to, like, spend it. I don't know what people charge for crafting these days. Don't they usually say, tip what you want nowadays, right? Isn't that the usual spiel? But then I feel really bad when I don't tip them. Because, like, what if I'm like, they're like, tip what you want, and I tip 1 gold, and then I'm like, can you craft me this piece as well? Just tip them another gold. I might look into that. I might do that, depending on the prices. Because 629 sounds like a good start for gear. How's the Mistweaver progression? Good, Royal. We're almost level 80, and I think at the moment what I'm doing is I'm trying to plan out my next steps. Like, what to do at 80 to give me the best head start, I guess, or the best path to be able to get into mythic dungeons without having to do any world quests or story. Basically, I'm trying to do anything to avoid that sort of thing. So, we've got LFR, Heroic Dungeons. I was always going to do those. But the thing with those is that they're eye level gated, aren't they? So it's anything that's like not eye level gated really at the moment. So get my free crest, go to my renowned dudes, do Siren Isles, but in my own time, that's fine. Potentially craft, see what the market's like. Maybe I need to like, maybe I need to start hustling people, you know, like get some good deals. Because I could say I could go to my guild and get them to craft it, but that's against the rules. I can't get a guild help right now. I have to hustle myself. Yeah, I have to take out my inner hustler, my hustle rustler, and find someone on the trading post. Oh. You gotta press Jadefire Stomp always to trigger Jadefire Teachings. Jadefire Teachings is this one, isn't it? After you cast Jadefire Stomp upon Focus T, Ancient Teachings transfers an additional 215 damage to healing. Oh, so is that why... That's why Jade Empowerment, like the Crackling Jade Lightning, is so strong, right? You Thunder Focus T, and then you Crackling Jade Lightning right afterwards, and suddenly all that damage turns to healing. So really, you want to always Crackling Jade Lightning right after you use T? It's not worth saving it? From that understanding? Then you're not getting as much healing. Well, let me reread it. After casting it, Ancient Teachings transfers an additional 215. Oh, but is that the entire time that I've got? Oh, my mind is broken. What's Ancient Teachings? No, don't answer that. I do know that one. That's my Nope, it's not my mastery. That's just my thing. Oh, there's so much to remember. Ancient Teachings. Your Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, Crackling Jade Lightning, Heal Up. Oh, so it's... I can hold it then. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because that's Jade Fire Teaching, so it lasts for 15 seconds, and then I wait. And the idea, I imagine, is to try keep Jade Fire Teachings up constantly. Kind of like Windwalker when you played Jade Fire Stomp, you kept it up constantly, the buff. Ah, everybody's dying. Revival. Was that a waste? No. No, it's only a 3-minute cooldown. But look at that healing. Wow, it did so much. That's dopamine right there. Renewal. Renewal. Yep. Yep, that's some good healing. Oh, you bitch. What? Hello? What the fuck is going on? Oh. Actual quadra knockback. What did that? Was that the big ad? Did he just keep casting a knockback? I don't know how I didn't die there. Sheer skill and determination not to die, I suppose. You should be able to story skip. True, I can story skip. Because I probably want the Gallywix quest, don't I? Even if I do Gallywix on story mode, I want that to be able to craft any piece of gear. Maybe I do craft then. Even if it's not like a gilded piece, just crafting anything with an embellishment. I'm going to have to actually read the embellishment. That's going to be interesting and work out what sounds good. Oh, man. Oh, we're meant to block these guys. Just me. Okay. Alright. I've got a big heal absorb. I've got a massive heal absorb. Okay, I guess I'll do it. I'll do the mechanics.
The pursuit of perfection can be messy, but worthwhile.
The world boss gives free champion neck. That's a good one. World boss as well. That is a world quest I'll do because it's a world quest that takes literally 2 minutes. I don't mind those. Okay, we're pulling to the mini boss. How did that end up shooting that way? I did not aim it that way. You can't make me lose my... Oh! Ah! Oh, fuck this. I'm just lightning. When in doubt, just lightning. They're gonna nerf this, right? This is like... This feels like a busted heal. Like the fact that every 20-odd seconds I can just heal my entire group to full health. Oh no, Enveloping Mists! I think I got it off. Empowered? I don't know. Hi, have a good stream. Funny thing, I've been maining Mistweaver for the last 4 to 5 seasons and switched to Windwalker this time, while my favourite streamer is doing the opposite. Like it, like it. It's funny because you're like, the second person today who said that. We've all just swapped roles. I think I have a lot more Mistweaver viewers than Brewmaster viewers. I don't know if that's just because no one's playing Brewmaster at the moment, because it's in an actual despair phase of its life cycle. We're dead. We're not dead, because I cast my healing abilities. I think Mistweaver's a lot more fun than Brewmaster is. I don't think I'd want to do the same thing on a Brewmaster. I don't think I'll ever plan to. Like, if I play tank, it's because I want fast Qs, right? Like, if I want playing tank, it's because I want fast Qs or something on, like, a character. It's not because I want to play a tank. I don't know, tanking is alright. Like, I feel it's more fun in Mythic Plus, because you've got more responsibility of, like, pulling trash and pack management, but I don't know. DPS is just DPS, right? Because you just constantly have your eye on the damage meter and you get endorphins. Is that the right word? Dopamine. You know what I mean? You feel happy when you're at the top, and you feel sad when you're at the bottom. You know what I mean? So you just play the DPS up and down game for your entire dungeon. As a healer, it's really fun because it's engaging. I'm playing the up and down game with my players' lives. That's fun. As a tank, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just running through the dungeons, taking damage and holding the trash back. Nothing wrong with tanking, just I don't enjoy it that much. Plus, I actually hated having to plan dungeon routes and stuff. I didn't enjoy that, because as a tank, you're solely responsible for the path that you go. As a DPS or healer, you get into that dungeon, it's like, this tank better know what route we're going, because I sure as hell don't know where we're going. Everyone's gonna die because I'm feared. Unless... No! Stay alive! Please! I need lightning. Where's my tank? Where's this mage? No! You're an absolute maniac, mate. Why are you over here?
I must get closer.
Oh, he's AFK. Alright. I got you, mate. I got you. You stay put, alright? You've got a nasty bleed on you. I'm going to put a dot on you. And I'll see you later on in the dungeon. You just stay there. Alright, keep going. Oh, I'm coming, guys. I'm sorry. There was a casualty. Oh, I'm just going to crack some Jade Lightning. I just love it. Everybody's health bar just goes up. How satisfying is that? It feels like a cheating button. Like, when I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to play this healer very well. Except I just crackling Jade Lightning every so often and it heals everybody and works. It just feels like my cheat code.
Resonant forage. Web spray.
I know, I want Renewing Mist to always be up. Like, everybody said it. And I'm very aware of it. I'm just very slow at learning this. Eventually I'll start doing it. Maybe I need to, like, get a Weaker or something that has my stacks up in the middle of my screen. Because they are here on the Luxnos. They're just underneath. It's these little turquoise bars. I think I need something that, like, tells me to do it. I'll get there. I'll get there. As well as that, I don't really know when I want to use Celestial Conduit. I don't think it's very strong without Unity Within, right? Because Unity Within will help me get the cooldown reduction. Right now, I feel like it doesn't do anything. Like, when you play Windwalker and you use Celestial Conduit, it does huge damage. And alright healing as well, actually. I feel like as a Mistweaver, I don't think it does any healing. Like, look at that. That's like nothing. And that was on, like, all targets. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misleading myself. I seem to do that a lot. How's my mage doing? Well, he's looking healthy. He's looking good. Yo, hope you have a great stream. I'm playing your stream on the background. Your vids helped me learn how to pump on Windwalker. I'm glad I can help, Twist. Now you get to listen to me suffer for a while. Oh, you get to listen to me suffer on a spec that I do not understand. So anytime, like, you see me, like, or heard me be confident in a video, this is, like, the exact opposite. Fun, though. It'd be nice if we had a 4th DPS, but I actually... 4th DPS? 3rd DPS, but I actually don't think we need it. The Unholy DK is actually doing some work. And this Mistweaver is actually doing some work as well. When I look at the DPS meters, like, this guy's pumping. Like, ho. I'm glad he's on our team. Wouldn't want to face this guy in a dungeon. I like the mage just isn't coming back. It's fine. This is fine. I'm gonna go on the assumption that they're probably... Oh no, they're probably not a pre-made. They're all on different servers. The only reason I thought they might be a pre-made is because they queued into another group after doing this dungeon, the last dungeon, and that never happens. No one ever queues into a group after doing a dungeon. Unless you know the people that you're doing the dungeons with.
Revolting volley. Impale. Revolting volley.
Oh!
Alarm shrill.
Okay, Conduit's doing a bit of healing.
Alarm shrill.
Oh, I have a question for the Mistweavers. Like on Windwalker, where Celestial Conduit cancels itself, can it happen on Mistweaver? It's not happened to me yet, but I'm going to assume it does, right? And how bad is it when it does? Is it as annoying as it in Windwalker? Or is it like, meh, it's fine? Like, how reliant are you... How reliant is a Mistweaver on Unity Within actually getting out? Under the assumption that it does cancel itself. Oh no, we let the sentries... We let the sentries go off. We deserve this. Yes, no one sees... Why are you pulling that?
Slam.
We don't need percent. This is a normal dungeon. Okay. Sure. Okay. Pull the pack. Pull an extra pack, sure.
Impale.
Funny on your YouTube page, I don't hear music, but on Twitch I do. Yes, that was a choice. Usually on YouTube, I will play royalty-free music. Well, okay, there's two things to it. Usually I'll play royalty-free music, because on YouTube I can't post VODs if I'm playing Twitch music. That just is what it is. Today, when I'm playing on Mistweaver, because I had the whole debacle with my recording, so the initial idea was, for anyone that's just joined, is I wasn't actually going to stream this character on YouTube. I was going to stream it on Twitch and record. So I got, like, my actual raw footage on my computer. All my raw footage corrupted itself and didn't encode properly. So all the 4 hours that I played yesterday broke, just because apparently I can't record and stream anymore. I don't really understand why. I've looked into it. It blows my mind, because I used to be able to do it on YouTube. But even now, I can't, like, record and do YouTube at the same time. I don't really know what happened. Maybe it's an OBS thing. Maybe it's just my brain has broken itself. I'm not going to get into that. So, to answer your question, the reason there's no music on the YouTube stream today is because, as I'm going to be using the YouTube VOD for the actual YouTube videos for this character now, I kind of wanted it to be just the WoW sound. I should probably get inside of this. I just wanted it to be the WoW sound, and I wanted it to be my voice if I wanted to use my voice that isn't from post-production. That's the long answer of it, basically. So if you want to listen to, like, the music I'm listening to and stuff, hop over to Twitch. It's probably the best answer. So basically when I play this game, I just listen to music the entire time. If you're on YouTube right now, I'm not just sat here playing in silence. Actually, wait, there was a piece of gear there and I just ignored it out of natural instinct for a piece of gear. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. No way I was going to
Venom volley.
pass up a 535 shroud. I hope I haven't done that on previous dungeons. So my bag's been full.
Erupting web.
Have I tried Streamlabs? No, I haven't tried Streamlabs. I use OBS and Stream Element.
Massive slam.
My current ones. I think it started when I started doing multi-streaming. Like, the moment I started multi-streaming, but then it hasn't fixed itself if I just do, like, a solo stream. So, like, I was just doing Twitch, right? And Twitch uses less bitrate, so to me that meant that it would be easier to record, but something has changed in my recording where, like, if I record, on my computer, it uses up like 90% of my graphics card's like space or like I guess capacity, which is crazy, right? It's just too much. And the alternative is that I could lower the quality of it and record, but no. I'm a very big stickler for how my recording quality is. So I'm just gonna stream to YouTube and Twitch for everything I do now. You know, I don't see why not. But obviously, like if I make a guide or something, that will still like be recorded footage. But the idea is like, if I post like videos now for like a Mythic Plus, the idea is that it will have come from a stream video. Like I'm probably not gonna play stuff off stream much anymore. Yeah, so you get more of me, and that's good, right? Smiley face. Yeah, we like that. I think. I don't know. There will be some times when I play off stream, like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. No way, I can withstand it. I'm stronger than this. Okay, save. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so like tomorrow, I'm starting the stream later, even though we start raid at 6. I'm not gonna stream till 7:30 because we're doing like a couple of heroic splits, for instance, and I don't want to die here. Please don't let me die. I stood in that. Hello? Okay. Well, I was in that? No? Game? Oh, okay, yeah, now I'm in it. Alright, fuck off. What was I talking about? I was talking about something important. Actually, no, it probably wasn't important. I think this boss is bugged, is my final answer. Because look, as well as this, we've all got the poison debuff on us, but there's no green waves spawning. Is this like... I think they broke this boss. I was stood in that circle. I'll heal nothing else. I was in that circle. Oh yeah, my streaming tomorrow. So yeah. So we start raid at 6, but I'm only gonna start streaming at 7:30. Predominantly because like, to me, I want to stream the good part of like the raids. Like, cause I've streamed raid for a month, right? So everybody knows what it is. I know what it is. I don't really see an interest in streaming like 3 heroic Gallywix splits for like an hour on top of it. Like, I hardly want to play 3 heroic Gallywix splits. But for the mythic portion where I'm reclearing bosses and stuff, that's actually fun to do. So for like raids and stuff, they'll be more like catered, but usually like I want to add like Mythic Plus streams to the rotation, Mistweaver streams, that sort of thing. So I've got my schedule on Twitch is filled out for the next week. And then with YouTube, I just need to... The thing with YouTube, it's a little bit harder to make the schedule because I've got to like come up with a creative thumbnail for every single video, and yeah, that actually does take time. I actually have to use my brain power for that. It's harder to make thumbnails than you think. I don't really like my thumbnails most of the time, but that's life, baby. I'm not a graphic designer. I didn't graphic design, and I'm not paying anybody to make my thumbnails for me. They've got that homemade style to them. Yeah, so I am streaming tomorrow, Friday off, and then Saturday and Sunday streaming as well. And then Monday probably as well. Yeah. I think the idea is to try stream 5 days a week now. I think that would be ideal. But I'm going to try and make most of them around this time. Because this to me, basically with raiding, the issue is that when I raid, we raid from 7 PM or 6:30 or 6 PM, depending on when it was. Like, for the whole entirety of the last month, it was 6 all the way till 10:30. So I was, like, raiding for 4.5 hours minimum a day. Which is fine, but usually I'm a lot tireder as well at that point of the day. Because because it's late at night, right? I'm streaming at, like, 9:30 to 10:30 at night. So this, for me, right now, is, like, only 4. So it's the middle of the day. I'm pretty refreshed. I feel active. I don't know, this feels like a better time for me to like do my own streams. Obviously I can't change my raid schedule, that doesn't work. But I'd like streams like where I do this character or M+, whatever other shenanigans I get up to. I'd like that to actually be on a decent time for me. So like 3, is a good starting time, maybe 4 or something. Basically, when I still have daylight, because I like to look outside and see stuff. I don't like to just have the void looking back at me, you know what I mean? I haven't spent talent point. How do I get off this carousel? Let me off. Okay, what do we get? Okay, we have Unity Within. Celestial Conduit can be recast once. Yeah, okay, I know how this works. But does it cancel itself? That's the question on everyone's mind. I'm going to assume it does, because I don't see why it wouldn't. It's the exact same hero talent. It's the exact same ability. Well, it's not the exact same ability, actually. They probably have different ability codes, slightly. Take the other hero talent, it's better. But I like conduits. I'll have a look at it. I will have a look at it. I only know Master of Harmony from playing... Oh, what's he called? Brewmaster. This is a really passive one. I mean, I'll have a look at it because I need to have a look at it anyway, like, for ideas. Store Vitality from 10% of your damage dealt and 30% of your healing. Vitality stored from overhealing is reduced. What does that even mean? For 10 seconds after casting Thunder Focus T... Okay, I know that. I know that spell. Yep, I'm familiar. Your spells and abilities draw upon the stored Vitality to deal 40% additional healing. Ah. You know, you might have pointed me in the right direction. Because I've been playing Conduit since I unlocked it at 70 or 71. I actually haven't been enjoying it. I don't think I get much use from Heart of the Jade Serpent. It doesn't work the same. It doesn't work how I expected it to work, like how Windwalker's works. I don't really like Heart of the Jade Serpent for healer. And I feel like Conduit's really lackluster. So it might actually be interesting to try out this one. The only reason I didn't want to try this is because it's so passive. Like, the entire tree is just passive, right? So I feel like it doesn't change any of the gameplay. But do I really need gameplay changing right now? Like, maybe it's a good thing. Chi Burst and Chi Wave deal 50% increased damage and healing. Okay, that's cool. Potentially, I could also go for Chi Burst as a healer. Would healers run Chi Burst? I could see it being useful. Does it still work, like... Because Jadefire Stomp, you used to press Chi Burst on it and hit targets to guarantee yourself another line. Like, I haven't had issues getting lines with Jadefire, but I wonder if it still works like that. When Aspect of Harmony ends, any remaining vitality is expelled as healing over 8 seconds. Okay, and during Aspect of Harmony, Rising Sun Kick, Black Oak Kick, and Tiger Palm also withdraw vitality. Okay, next question. What's Aspect of Harmony? Oh, this is Aspects of Harmony. Store Vitality for 10% of your damage dealt. Right, okay. Okay. When Aspect of Harmony ends, I do healing, and this just means that Rising Sun Kick and Black Oak Kick and Tiger Palm withdraw. So maybe this one. Thunder Focus T is an additional charge! Huh? That's huge. Okay, that's really good. Rising Sun Kick, Black Oak Kick, and Tiger Palm contribute 30% additional vitality. Chi Wave increases vitality. That kind of bad. I don't really... When Aspect of Harmony heals, it has a chance to spread to a nearby ally. When you directly heal an affected target, it has a chance to intensify. Oh, I love RNG. Targets damaged or healed by your Aspect of Harmony take 20% increased damage or healing from you. So, the entire tree just feels like it's just a big passive healing buff. The only thing that it seems like I have influence over is when I can draw upon my stored vitality at choice with Thunder Focus T. Which makes me think that you'd press Thunder Focus T, Crackling Jade Lightning, and you would just absolutely blitz the healing meters. That's the idea I get. What's this? Casting Tiger's Lust reduces the remaining cooldown of roll. Tiger's Lust grants 20% movement speeds up to 2 nearby. I'm gonna do this one. That seems pretty naff. Rising Sun Kick, Black Oak Kick, and Tiger Palm deal 5% additional damage to enemies in a line in front of you. Damage... Wait, what? Rising Sun Kick deals additional damage to enemies in a line in front of you. Bro, no. You telling me I'm gonna have to, like, start positioning my character so that I line up as many ads as possible in front of me so I can get ultimate... You're not. You're not. That's just not a thing. Oh my god, I'm going to pretend I didn't read that. Casting a physical spell or ability increases the damage and healing of your next fire or nature spell or ability by 3% and vice versa. Very passive, just increased healing and damage. This one seems pretty bad. Not bad, but like just meh. I guess this one because it's increased damage, right? So that's more healing. Alright, I'll give this hero talent a go. Because it actually looks better, and that actually clears me up a spot. That means I no longer have to use Celestial Conduit on Shift G, which means I can now move Life Cocoon back to Shift G, which is my preferred button. Potentially, I could put Shaolin's Gift on E, which then... Oh my god, we're cooking. We're cooking. Then we get Chi Burst. We bring that to our... What the fuck do I have Ring of Peace? Get off. Then we get Chi Burst. We put that on 2. Oh my god, I'm in the kitchen. And my dish is delicious. Yo, this clears up everything. Because now this is an actual healing button that I like. 2's Chi Burst, so that's a good heal. Also, they changed the animation of that. I think this works out well. Mid-max, bro. Mid-max. I was like, what is Mo? And then it occurred to me, Mastery of Harmony. Mastery of Harmony is very active, feels like I'm playing Windwalker. I would never have been able to guess that it feels active. It feels very like, I don't know, I think just the fact that every single thing is like a passive thing made me think, this is like turn brain off sort of thing. You can fight and heal at the same time. I do like fighting and healing. That seems to be the only way I actually heal at the moment, so... Yeah, use Chi Burst with Jade Fire Stomp to get refreshed, so it does still work like that. It's like a burst window when you can use 2 stacks of lightning to burst DPS. Revolves around Thunder Focus T. Okay, that's pretty cool then. So the entire concept is that you're working around burst windows then, or healing windows. Kind of like Windwalker. I'll need to have a look at how this vitality plays. I'm going to imagine it's this little blue line over here. I'm going to say 50-50 because this line wasn't here before. So it's probably something to do with that. Alright, that'll be fun to try out. I am just going to go grab a drank, hold up, drank, headshot, drank. So I'm not going to go on the be right back screen. What's the point? Break in it on my screen. I'll be like 5 minutes whilst I just grab a drink real quick. And then we'll push our way onto 80. 80 today. Maybe start on the grind for these things that I was told to grind for. I've completely forgotten. My memory's really good, guys. I really like the input that you will help me with. I hope my comments haven't disappeared because I probably need to go back and look at them. Anyway, I'll be a sec. Oh god, he's back. Everybody scatter. Hide. He's returned. Okay, so where did I leave off? It was like literally 2 minutes ago. My brain is so slow. I'm actually so slow in the head. Master of Harmony, yes. And I need to clear out my bags. Sorry. I need to... I need to clear out my bag. Yeah, this is probably the least enjoyable part, I think, so far, is that I haven't bought bags, and I don't think I'm going to. Predominantly because I just... The issue with bags is I don't have a lot of gold, and I need all this gold I can get just to maybe potentially get some crafts and stuff. So in my mind, right now, expending on bags just doesn't seem worth it. I don't even know how much people sell bags for, but if it's more than a K, I'm not buying them. Also, I don't think I'm allowed to buy them on the auction house. I think that's a rule. I don't know. I make my own rules up, but I'm going to say that's not allowed. I'm just stuck to one bag. I'm a one-bag player. This is a one-bag run. Holy shit! I had a 518 finger! I need to actually start looking at this loot. Wow, okay. I've just gone up like 500 item level. Yo, this is... What am I wearing? I got my gas mask on. I need to switch this mug out right now. Get rid of the head. Oh, no, actually, no. There we go. Much better. Everything... Balance is restored. Alright, we're 77. I don't know how many more dungeons it will take to get to 80. I'm going to say, like, 6. Maybe it seems reasonable. What did I start on today? I started on 74. I feel like I've done quite a few dungeons. This is definitely not the best way to level up. I definitely probably should have done questing and stuff. But that I don't enjoy questing. I've said loads. What is going on over there? It's like the skyline is glitching out. I hope that's not my computer. I hope that's just wow. I'm gonna turn around. If I turn around, it's out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't have to bother me. As well as that, I do get good loot from dungeons, right? I'm getting item level 500. I get like pretty much one piece of loot per dungeon. So it just seems like the most efficient way to do it. And I'm actually learning how to play healer during dungeons. Like, if I... Let's say I leveled up from 0 to 80 just doing a story, right? Just playing the story like they want you to. You go to Chromie and you're like, oh, I want to go play Warlord to Draenor. And you go around and you do the story. What do I learn there? Nothing. I don't learn anything. I'm just doing quests. This is the only way in my mind that you can conceivably learn... Where is everybody? Oh. Hello. I was very concerned there that I was the only person in this dungeon. Alright then, let's go, boys!
The expedition built the prize.
Yo, that's a cool dragon. Oh, okay, you're almost dead already? That's a great start.
The devotees have become secret, hostile.
So then I shoot my chi burst. And I don't get a reset. That is cool. Okay. How did that not get a reset? I hit every single ad and my entire group. Alright, game. Sure, why not? I'm also not convinced I'm ever going to get good usage out of Manatide Tea. I feel like it's maybe a raid thing. The only time I've ever had to use Manatide Tea is when I was in a dungeon and I got mana burned, basically. Otherwise, I don't know. It doesn't seem very useful. But I know for a fact that Manatide Tea does 100% get used in raids, because I remember when we were on Mugsy, the healers were basically saying they were Manatide Teaing like inside of jails and stuff and doing all sorts of random shenanigans there. Yo, I'm actually healing. Oh, and this is my bar now. At the bottom, where's Vitality? It doesn't look like Vitality has a tracker, which is very weird. I don't see it on any of my buff bars at the top, anything that talks about how much Vitality I have. I'm going to assume that's just a visual glitch, and I do have Vitality running. So I activate it by using Thunder Focus Tea? Yeah, so I just... Wait. I have no idea. I've used some of it. It's definitely got to be this bar here. I'm 100% convinced of that. Oh! Oh my god, he's popping off! He's popping off! Alright, I was popping off. A little bit of a passive healing here and there. So Ancient Teachings is where all my healing came from. Chi Cocoon, but that was when I used GG. So that's just passive as well. I don't see anything that mentioned Vitality. So I've activated my Brew, and then I Lightning. And then that bar's disappeared. So is it just passive healing? I'm not saying I'm a little bit confused. I'm a lot confused. Maybe I need to reread it. Now's not quite the time to reread it. Oh, watch out! I don't know your set defines imagination. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that boss was kind of a joke. Luxforce Vitality Bar doesn't track vitalities that's draining, or at least it doesn't track it properly. Swirl's Vitality Bar does. Okay, so I might want an actual Vitality tracker then. Oh, tank, please, no! I'll save you. Oh, you saved yourself. I flipping hate DKs. They're such bait. They drop to 10% health. They make me panic and press my cooldowns, and then they press, like, Death Strike, and suddenly they're full health. And it's like, haha, joke's on you, you stupid healer. You just popped your cooldowns for nothing. Yeah. If a DK ever gets low, I just need to remind myself he's probably fine. And if he dies, I think that's his own fault. Right? There might be a way to track Vitality through Luxforce. I might have to actually have a look at the weak core settings itself. So I know it's got a lot of customization, but if that doesn't work, then I probably will get an actual Vitality tracker or something. Because it seems important, like an important thing I want to track. But what I meant as well is that in the top right corner, I have my buff bar, like where you have all like your buffs. So like if you had Flurry Strikes or whatnot, it would track it here as well. I don't see anything that looks like it has anything to do with Vitality, which... Oh no, Aspect of Harmony stored... Oh no, I'm an idiot, okay. It does show me how much I've got. Oh. Alright, at least there is some form of tracking. Oh, guys, we need to move! Okay, or we just stand still. That's fine too. I'm surprised everybody dodged that. That is actually very surprising. Also, remember when I said I'd never press my signet with a Priory? I wasn't lying. I forget I even have it. I'll press it now. Oh, there we go. He's popped signet. He's about to unleash himself. I'm actually going to top the damage meters on this one. Oh my god, it's beautiful. When do I start doing a million HPS a second, like all the cool healers do? Like, at what point do I start actually doing healing? Uh-oh. How did that not anger them? Blessed. Oh, okay, we're just going to pull them anyway. Oh, everyone's dying. If I use my Crackling Jade Lightning move... Oh, that did a lot less than I thought it would. Okay. I think this boss is where people do a lot of healing, because he has constant ticking damage. So I'm going to hope hopefully get a lot of healing off on this and actually show you what I'm made of. Soothe? Oh shit, he wants me to use my Soothe move. Yeah, this is why they bring me. This is why they pay me the big bucks, baby. Also, that's not my Soothe move. That's my... Because he said Soothe, I thought he meant actually the... I thought he meant he actually wanted me to use the talent that you can put onto paralysis. I was like, I do not have that. Friend! Oh my god, that guy just dropped. It's, the scariest thing about healing is when I'm mid GCD, right? And then someone's health bar drops, and I have to wait those, like, horrible seconds. What have I just pressed? What am I pressing? What did I... Oh. Oh, I'll just... Okay, we're good. Ah! Okay, that was, that felt like it got a little bit out of control. Wait, my Sir Brawn back here, that skip went really badly. You know, I did actually think that we were going to pull him. The reason I thought we were going to pull him is because the health bar went red when I used paralysis. I don't think it was me that caused it, but a lot of the time when you try to do paralysis skips, if any player gets too close to the target that you've paralysis, you get in combat, I'm pretty sure. Or I just got too close. One of the others. Either way, I was like 90% sure that this guy wasn't going to pull. I just didn't say anything to the group. I was like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't... If it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright, let's let's just go to the next dungeon. How's the Mistweaver journey going? It's going well, Jassy. I'm having a lot of fun on Mistweaver. As you can tell, sometimes I stress myself out and I lose sanity when players start dying, but otherwise it's really fun. Having a lot of fun learning a new spec and basically playing the game in a completely different way. Oh! So you need to stack up for this. Hopefully everybody is stacking up. I'm going to trust the DK's fake dying. What I mean by fake dying is he's not really dying. Yep, that explains it. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to stack all these adds up, and then actually everybody gets into melee. Because what some of these adds do is they throw rocks, but they won't throw rocks if all of the group is stacked on top of them. I've had groups where people just refuse to stack and have easily had 20 deaths in this room alone. It's quite fun. We're just pushing. Yeah, it looks like we're just pushing behind this pillar. This seems to be like the strat that people go for these days, to go basically run through this entire room and then just go behind a pillar and get everything to LOS. It makes sense, but you require every single person to come behind this pillar. And, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but not every single person is behind this pillar. I don't know what's going on over there. I think my druid's in trouble. I need to save him. Saving Private Druid. Alright. Like, what is going on over here? He's fighting for his life. So yeah, now, what the issue is they get all spread out, and once they get all spread out, they all start throwing rocks, and obviously this is a normal dungeon, so nothing bad happens, but you start getting to, like, high Mythic Plus keys, your entire group just dies. It can spiral out of control really quickly. Oh, Waxbeard, if it ain't my arch nemesis. I don't want to brag, but I'm doing more damage than the tank right now. Oh, I out-damaged the tank. Sign me. Oh, and the Shadow Priest. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, yeah, and the Shadow Priest as well, I guess. That doesn't count. Why have I got a permanent paralysis icon here? Is this because I had it up and then I left the dungeon? I need to reset this. Hold on. That didn't work. I guess I'm just going to have this constant icon until I paralysis an actual ad. Or CC something, but this is an unCCable ad, so... That's good. I guess we'll just have that up on my screen. This room's terrifying. I'm actually going to preemptively Chi-Ji here, so I know how out of control this room can get. Do I have paralysis up? Don't kill that blazing fiend. Hands off, I need to paralysis him. Okay, this is just permanently on my screen then. What if I reload? Hey, fixed.
Dousing breath.
Can I get the... Oh, I didn't get the fire. That's good.
Inside.
I guess it's safe to say he's having fun now. Yeah, fun's a word for it. It really depends on what's going on during the dungeon. Actually, you know, even when it's stressful, I don't mind. As long as my group doesn't wipe. I haven't had a full group wipe yet, so I don't know what that feels like. And I haven't been harassed by players either for being bad. I have had someone tell me that I suck, but that was fine. Well, they didn't really tell me that I suck. They just said that I was a low IQ healer or something because I didn't heal them in Skyreach. You know in Skyreach where you run around the thing and the birds like ram into you and you take damage? This DK was running around that and got hit by every single bird and died, and then he called me a low IQ healer for not keeping him alive. That was a good one. That was that's the only time someone's blamed me. Understandable. I probably should have kept him alive. It was my fault. Low IQ healer.
Flaming tether.
Oh, Suvi was probably talking to the priest. He probably was actually talking to the priest. That makes more sense now. Yeah, mind soothe. Very easy to misinterpret things in this game. I literally just play with the assumption that every single person is talking to me. It's the best way to play. Wait, I have 2 stacks of lightning. Wait, this stacks up. What? This is revolutionary. What do you mean it stacks up?
But first,
Where does it say that?
darkness.
It doesn't.
Darkness cannot be touched.
Nowhere did it say that it stacks up to 2.
We can use big candle cart to escape.
Am I crazy? I think you get a free bag in the Ring Deeps too.
Suffocating darkness.
What's that from?
Suffocating darkness.
Is that from questing, or is that just from talking to a... You get 2 free bags, one behind the... Oh, yes, I do know what you're talking about. I remember getting that. One behind the waterfall, that's in the spider zone, isn't it? Oh, first zone is the dragonfly. I don't know what I'm talking... I literally am talking about my ass, actually. Shit, I just imagine that there's a secret bag behind the waterfall in the spider zone.
Suffocating darkness.
It's really easy for me to just gaslight myself. And I fully believed it as well, because I hadn't read your full comment. I was like, yep. Yeah, there is one behind that waterfall in the spider zone. Yeah, I'll go check that out.
I'm out of range. Suffocating.
And the second one on the corner of the Priory Church. I didn't know about that one, actually. I need to remember this, because this is the sort of thing that I'll forget, and then it's illegal for me to Google where can I get free bags in World of Warcraft. It kind of defeats the purpose. But I can't stop you telling me what's helping me out. I know I've like classes as no help, but I don't control you guys.
Too far away. Suffocating darkness.
I'm not your mum. Unless. Oh, this is actually going to be really embarrassing. You're going to have to watch me do this dynamite throwing thing. I never win. In fact, I always come last. And I promise you, I throw as fast as humanly possible. I don't know if it's just because I'm an old man, and I just don't have the APM of these youthful kids. But, like, I cannot... Like, I will hit a number, and I'll be really proud of it, and they'll have hit, like, 4 higher than me. Like, watch this, right? We're going to do it. I will throw a piece of dynamite every second it comes up. Fast as fuck, boy. I will not win. I will be nowhere near the top. I don't understand it. I just think, like... I think they're hacking, is my thesis. See, that's illegal! No! Fuck! Okay, so I'm already behind... Oh my god, the pressure's on, and I'm... Look, this isn't like what it's usually like. I usually am better than this. Please, keep going, keep going. See, look how fast I'm throwing. I'm literally throwing the moment it comes up. And this guy's already on 10! Huh? Like... Okay, I'm actually doing way better than I usually do. Okay, 15. Okay. That second place is actually convincing. I'm happy with that. But how did you get 19? Like, he must have a macro, right? That, like, he must have a straight up mouse over macro that shoots it instantly. Like, I just... Yep. Yep. That's what I'll keep telling myself.
Suffocating darkness. Suffocating darkness. I do not have a target.
The handy notes thing. Oh, I could get handy notes, actually. I don't think that would be illegal. I think I'm fine with using anything that's in the game. I haven't used handy notes for years. I like the rare boss scanner. I do like that one. I used that, like, when I used to, like, sit on the Siren Isle. So I'll probably use that for Siren Isles. I think stuff like that's fine as long as it's in the game. But I just don't want to be Googling stuff. I think that just kind of defeats the entire point. But handy notes is a good one. Because if I can find a way to get better bag space, because right now it's not the end of the world, but eventually it will actually be so annoying. Hey, I leveled up. 2 more levels, 2 more levels. Yahoo! Fun fact, when you kill Mythic Gallywix, I don't know why I'm pointing this out of nowhere. There was no, like, segue into this or anything. But fun fact, when you kill Mythic Gallywix, you can get one of 2 titles. And the title is dependent on your gender. Not in real life. Obviously. It's dependent on your character's gender. So it took my guild ages to work this out, because I guess predominantly all of us play female characters, so almost everyone had Fame Slayer of Gallywix, and like people were under the impression that it was like a 25% chance you'd get the other title, just RNG. And until someone worked out that on all their male characters, they had this Fame Slayer of the Chrome King Gallywix, which honestly is a cooler title than Fame Slayer of Gallywix. I don't know why they've gender restricted the titles like that, but yeah. So if you want a cooler title, make sure you have a male character, I guess. Okay, yeah. Oh, we share interesting fun facts here. We're full of them. We're full of them. First full boss reclear today. What do you mean, old man? What are you, like, 25? Yeah, I'm 25, sure. Why not? I wish I was 25. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, I'm 28. I'm so old. Most people start their, like, YouTube and streaming and stuff when they're, like, 18, 19. I decided, nah. Nah. I'll wait. I'll wait till I can, like, barely play video games anymore. That seems like the perfect time to start. You know, I'm 28 years young. Yeah. How is it not the end of the world? You have less bag space than I do in Classic. Because it's just not right now. Until, like, it gets... The end of the world is when I have a full inventory of stuff, but everything in my inventory is something I want to keep. That's when it's the end of the world. Right now, I don't care about half this stuff, right? So the only thing I care about these gloves for when I'm 80. These legs, which I'm going to switch out. You know what I mean? Like right now I can literally just sell stuff, but eventually you'll reach a spot where, oh no, I can't be selling this stuff because I've got my sparks and I've got my crafting stuff. You know what I mean? I've got my Mythic Plus gear. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Wait for when you're 30 and get arthritis. I already have arthritis. Actually, no, I think I cured myself of arthritis. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? So, I play video games. I don't know if you can tell. And like most people that play video games, I have like wrist pain on my mouse hand, so my right hand. I used to get loads of wrist pain just from playing games. And like it's not even like even if I played them a lot, like I'd play for like an hour or so and my wrist would really hurt. I invested in a mouse mat with a wrist pad, and now I no longer get wrist pain, so I have cured my arthritis. Yep. I'm full of really interesting stories like this. These are the sort of things you don't hear in the YouTube videos, you know? These are the things that this is what you tune into a stream for, to hear, like, to hear the lore behind the man. The lore behind the monk. I only bring it up because it was only, like, literally 2 days ago, and I was like, what? I just realized I no longer get wrist pain anymore. You know when you have pain, and like it constantly like clouds your entire mind. Not that I have pain all the time, ha 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 ha. But like you know when you have pain and like it's the only thing you can think of. And then you stop having a pain. Like toothache is a good example. You have toothache and it's the only thing you can think of, and then eventually the toothache leaves and you completely forget that you ever had toothache, because as humans we can only like focus on like one thing at a time. The only thing that's in the front of our mind. It's like that, right? So like I completely forgot I even had this wrist pain for years and years from playing games, just because I stopped having it. I don't know why we work like this. It's like humans. Yeah, alright. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I think that any monologue that starts with "I cured my arthritis" is never gonna end in a good place. It's never gonna end somewhere insane. You can tell these are good dungeon runs when I'm literally just chatting absolute bullshit. It means I'm not doing any healing at all. It's one of those runs where I'm just being spooned. I don't even know if I'm healing. The answer is no. I think just no one's taking any damage. I really don't understand how dungeon scaling works and how sometimes you go into a dungeon where everybody will die, in another dungeon you go into one where absolutely no one takes damage. But we're all level 80. Oh, we're all set from 70s to 80s. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense to me. Time walking makes a little bit more sense when that happens because of scaling, I suppose. Scaling and people's how many abilities you have. Like, so if you're level 40, you're gonna have a lot less abilities than someone that's level 70, so less defensives, whatnot. But when we're all like 70s to 80, it makes no sense to me that there's a massive disparity in how. I thought we were locked in there. He just ran through the fire. Bloody Daenerys Targaryen over here just like walked through the flame. I'm having wrist pain on my left hand, not my mouse hand. On my left hand, I recently got a new mouse. Well, I recently got a new keyboard, like half a year ago, and it came with a keyboard wrist thing. And at first I thought, this thing is a joke. Why would I want this? It's just basically like a foam pad that you put your wrist on for your keyboard. It is a game changer. It's usually like I'd hover hand or I'd have my wrist on my table and eventually it would just get sore. Like not pain or anything, but like sort like just having this thing that I rest my wrist on. I think it's really useful. I'd actually suggest that people get a keyboard wrist pad thing. I don't even know what you call it. It's just like this big foam thing. It came with my mouse because my mouse, I can't even bloody speak. It came with my keyboard, and it's sponsored by Razer. But you could probably just get one for Amazon for like a $5. Yeah. But I imagine it works the exact same way as the one for the mouse. So basically both of my wrists right now are on top of foam padding. And because I literally play video games a lot of the time, I think it's actually worthwhile. So that's why I think my wrist hurt a lot with my mouse.
probably because of how you grip the mouse as well, but also because of like what's your wrist doing that whole time. Like I play in the claw position, I think, where like a lot of the time my hand was up in the air. Like I'm trying to imagine it now. I'm trying to put my hand on top of my mouse. That's how I used to play when I didn't have a mouse mat. So like my hand would be in the air, hover handing my mouth like a crab, I guess. And then I literally had to condition myself to make sure that my wrist was lying on the foam pad. Yep. Man, we're talking about some interesting things today. I think you can buy some bags from the vendor on the Transwog mount for cheap. Oh? The Transwog vendor sells bags? How do you know this? I'm from the UK, England. England is my sissy. Just looked, it's 12 gold, 14... That's actually huge. You didn't Google that, did you? You just know that. That's just... Ah! Guys! Oh, fuck me. This is actually not good. I'm pressing all my buttons in panic. I think everybody survived, but I fat-fingered something? I don't know which button I pressed. We're alive. That's all that matters. Oh, I literally didn't know you could buy bags from the transmog vendor. That's really useful. I will do that the moment I'm out of this dungeon. You know when you say that you don't care about your bags, and that actually deep down you do, and I wish I did have bags? Yeah, it's one of those. One of those. It's like, I'm not jealous that you have this sort of thing, but on the inside you are really, really jealous. But then when you get it, then you can admit to yourself that you were jealous. Ah, no level up there. But we did get some nice shoulders. What is that sound effect? It sounded like I was under a waterfall. Okay, this vendor sells bags? Oh! That's actually crazy. I never knew that. What else does he sell? Trash. Mop stuff. That's actually well cool. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip. We're saved. Oh. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, I bought one too many. Do you do refunds? Wait, how much did I buy it for? Oh, come on. I literally just bought it, slow hands. You're going to do me 9 gold. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Okay. I just got ripped. All right, we'll equip this. Make sure we... Okay, we only have 15 minutes on that buff, so I'll take another go on the merry-go-round. Also, don't worry about all these players that have, like, massive health bars and stuff. I don't like it just as much as you guys probably don't. It's only in the open world. But I think if I remove it, it stops me being able to see players' names and health bars in dungeons. I'm not 100% sure and I haven't tested it. And I'm too scared to test it. So, this is just what my outside world looks like on this character now. We get to see everybody. They got green health bars. It's real nice. It's cool. Yep, I like it. Wrist rester. Yes, that's what I was going for. Basically, yeah, it's just like a wrist rester. But if you're like on your computer a fair amount of time, definitely worth an investment. I'm sure they're real cheap, probably. I was thinking about vertical mouse one day because they're better for your wrists. Are those the ones that kind of look like joysticks? I think I had a mate that had like a mouse like that. I don't think I could ever use one of those. I mean, I probably could like learn, but I just think, I don't know. I need to, hold on. Vertical mouse. Oh no, that's not what I'm thinking of. So this is vertical mouse, isn't it? Like, this isn't too bad. I don't know what he had. It was like years and years ago he showed me, but it was something along these lines, but it looked ridiculous. I couldn't believe that he could function using it. Do they have gamer versions of these? These look very... these don't look very, like... Hold on. We've looked up vertical mouse. What about gamer vertical mouse? Oh, now we're talking. We got the red dragon. As long as you put gamer in front of it, you are sorted. That's not too bad actually. That's got buttons on the side. I could get jiggy with that. See, I use a Razer Naga V2, so it's got the 6 buttons on the side that I can. Well, it has the option of having 12 buttons, but I think that's just ludicrous. I don't need that. I don't think I could ever go back to playing without multiple buttons on the side of my mouse. Because I used to play where I just have my keybind. I'd play with a normal regular mouse, right? And then I'd have all my keybinds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But then I'd have them on my keyboard, so I'd press them like that. Which is fine, but like... trying to press something like Shift 5, right? In the middle of like a hectic situation. Like, you're trying to put your index finger on 5 and your ring finger on... yeah, nah. It was actually game-changing getting a MMO mouse. Oh, I've unlocked this crappy little passive, Balance Stratagem. Alright, is this going to be a free group, or is this going to be a... It feels pretty free. It feels extremely free, actually. No damage at all.
I do not have a target. Barb okay. I'm out of range. Tender eye.
Put it in the bank. Ah, that's the thing about me. I don't use my bank in the game.
Far away.
If there's something I don't want, I just don't keep it. I don't ever think that I've used my bank in World of Warcraft outside of Classic, where you had to, or potentially when I first played the game, and I'd keep my... I think maybe one of my characters has my old Legion legendaries in there, but I actually don't use the bank. I do use the Warbound chest, actually, but only to transfer stuff to other characters. Maybe you're probably referring to the Warbound bank. But wait, can you put bags in there? Or is that a separate thing? Keep on coming. Wait, no, we're not dying, are we? Wait, where'd my drink go? Fuck! I gave it to this dude. Everybody calm down. I'm going to put some renewing mist on you. Oh, look, I'm going to soothing mist you. Yeah, yes, everybody gets heals in my bar. You can get a soothing... Everybody can have a soothing mist. Nice one. Let's go. Let's go. They removed the knockback of the Brewmaster. I don't really see what the point of that was. I get that it was a little bit tedious, but I think at this point, like, everyone had learned that he knocks you back when he goes behind. I think Cinderbrew Meadery is the most nerfed dungeon in the entire Season 2 so far. I feel like every week they nerf something in this dungeon. Even since the PTR cycle, this dungeon has been butchered. Like, every week, something in that front room gets nerfed. Like, initially, I think it was, like, the amount of trash that there were. Then they nerfed Cookie. Then they nerfed that ads could shoot you through the wall, which arguably is quite a nice nerf. I hated rezzing and getting one-shot. They've nerfed so much in this dungeon, and they nerfed the boss and his knockback. Like, I don't think any other dungeon has received as many changes as this place. Mistweaver's so fun. I agree, Mercer. I feel like it's crazy that it's taken me so long to play a Mistweaver.
I need to target something first.
Oh! Oh, buddy! Buddy! Oh my god. What a crazy demon hunter. He just ran in here and just didn't... I guess he didn't pop anything. Not that demon hunters really have any defensives, but he didn't pop... He didn't heal himself. I was just watching his health bar from behind the door. We can kill it before we die. Kill it! Nice. What level are we? 78. So 2 more levels. Oh, actually so close now. But it is kind of crazy the difference in how fast time walking is compared to this. I kind of regret not getting all the way last night. So it was only like 7 levels, so I probably should have just finished it. I just think I was tired. But I definitely probably should have finished it. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever recommend anyone levels outside of time walking. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of difference you get in XP and speed. As well as that, you pretty much get boosted through every dungeon as well. Because everyone's playing on their ults because they're trying to get the chests and stuff, aren't they, from... Oh, buddy! And they're trying to get the, like, weekly chests. I opened my weekly chest on my second Windwalker, hoping to get something decent from my time walking dungeons that I spent an hour doing. I didn't get anything decent. Funnily enough, you might be surprised. I actually got a normal weapon, which made me sad. Because why would I use a normal weapon? I did get an Eye of Kazan, though, in my vault on my second Windwalker, which is okay, I guess. I say that, like, okay, like, there is a reason why I'm not, like, thrilled about an Eye of Kazan. Mainly it's because Eye of Kazan on paper is a good trinket, but you need to be in, like, long fights, right? Like, so, like, for M+ and stuff, Eye of Kazan's not that good. So, I'm not too thrilled about it, because I've got to do a lot of M+ on that character. As well as that, it's not good in a lot of the mythic bosses either at this point, because you need your fight to be at least 6 minutes, like, more or less. Otherwise, you might as well just use a C4ium. How many boss fights are actually 6 minutes nowadays? Styx Punk Junker, not really. He enrages at 6:30, so you're getting no value. Anything before Styx is not 6 minutes. Well, not if you're, like, you have a proper, like when you're not doing splits or anything on your ult characters, like, it pushes it. Maybe Cauldron, kind of, but you can kill it in 6 easy. So what, we're talking Lock and Stock, but they nerfed Lock and Stock, so he's actually not even that long a fight anymore. They nerfed his health. So we're talking One-Armed Bandit, Muggsy, and Gallywix, like the only true value bosses that you now get for Eye of Kazan. So, like, it kind of sucks. It's a good trinket, but it's only really good for progression. Outside of progression, you probably aren't actually happy to see it. Unless, like, you running really bad trinkets. Like, let's say, like, for instance, I was running 639 trinkets, so obviously it was good in that regard, but... Yeah. I would have been much happier to get, like, a C4ium or the Magnet. I think the Magnet's also a good trinket. It was only recently discovered, like, that it was actually quite a decent trinket. Like, even though it's an active trinket, you still use it like a passive trinket. That's a really bad explanation of how you use it, but you basically use it out of sync with your house of cards. That's the idea of it anyway. So you can use two active trinkets together, but you don't, like, use it as, like, a... Ooh! My god, it's my 85-year 10-year ring. I didn't realize I'd been leveling for that long. But hey ho, that's how the cookie crumbles. Styx is like 7. Styx isn't 7. Let me get me timelines up. It's been a while. I haven't done Styx for a while. I could be wrong easily.
You've arrived.
Okay, well, at 6:30 he enrages, right? So I guess you can push him up to 7. It depends how fast you... Oh! It depends how fast your group die on the enrage. I don't think... I saw the enrage once, but at that point the entire group was already dead, and then after that... I'm trying to think how fast we killed Styx on our re-clear. Probably 6 minutes. You probably can get value from Eye of Kazan on a boss like that, but, like, not as, like, when I say value, I mean, like, how are you going to do, if you have an eye level, if you have, like, a C4ium at the exact same level as an Eye of Kazan, how much more value are you going to get on that fight? And it was actually super minimal. As well as that, the worst part about Kazan is if you die, you lose all your stacks. No, I mean, obviously the goal is not to die in a boss fight, but it's one of those trinkets that punishes you for dying severely. Yeah, it's not great. Not that I ever died with it, but I've had, like, on Muggsy, for instance, our rogue had Ayakazan, he died mid-pull, so he lost his entire value. Could you run Ayakazan on Muggsy, because all the damage in that fight, the only damage that matters in that fight is P2. Like, P2, P1, you basically hold damage, so it feels really bad to do damage at the start, so running Ayakazan's really good in a fight like that, as it's fully ramped up by the end. So if you die during the Muggsy fight, your Ayakazan loses all stacks. It's just, it feels horrendous. Gallywix is probably the boss you're going to get the most value out of Ayakazan, though, just because the fight right now is like 9 minutes 30 or something ridiculous. How long was it, actually? I feel like I was fighting Gallywix for like a lifetime. Because you push him to his enrage. Yeah, so like he enrages at 940, so like easily a 9-minute 30 fight. Like, it's still a tight fight, even now. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know how I feel about fights like that. I think I prefer shorter fights that are more difficult than longer fights that are an endurance test. I think predominantly just for progress sake as well, right? Because if you're raiding like 5 hours, and then you're on an endurance sort of boss, and you push into that boss, like let's say it's a 9-minute boss fight, you push in for 7 minutes, you wipe, you've got to do 7 more minutes of that, whereas it could be a really tough 5-minute boss, which is challenging, but you wipe it like 2 minutes or something, it's not too bad, then you just go again, but like spending 7 minutes on a boss, wiping, and then you've got to do that exact same 7 minutes again, plus the additional time, like, it's very reminiscent to, like, I think Jailer was like one of the longest fights. I think that was like a 12-minute fight or something. I didn't play the tier, but I remember like hearing that people were not happy about that fight. Like, because you have to basically play perfectly for 12 minutes straight. That's a ludicrous request. Especially when like you start getting tired, you'd be playing for hours, and then it's like, well, no, you still got to play perfectly for 12 whole minutes. It's not just survive. You've got to be doing damage. You've got to be healing. You've got to be tanking. You can't die. Oh, it's just too. It can be too much. It can be too much. I love raiding, by the way. I'm not bashing raiding. I just think fights can be better. They don't have to be endurance tests. I just much prefer like a shorter fight that's like high skill cap. Because P2 of Gallywix, nothing happens. Like, like genuinely nothing really happens. You have 4 targets in your raid that you have to keep alive for the entire fight. If any of those 4 people die, your entire group wipes, so you've got one-shot mechanic. Other than that, you're just moving out with mechanics and dodging circles, and that is the entirety of P2, and P2's like 5 minutes long. So it's like, it's not hard, but one mistake can like set off a chain reaction, and then you wipe at like 7 minutes. Oh, you got to play the fight for 7 minutes again, and then more so. Whereas something like Lock and Stock, I think, is a good example. Lock and Stock's not a long fight. It's a tight DPS. Well, it was a tight DPS check. The mechanics were hard, so like it was a really tough fight. But I don't think it was too long. I might be wrong. It might be a long fight. I need to double check, but I think that was what I'd call a really good fight. Yeah, so like Enrage is at 7 minutes. So 7 minutes isn't too bad because you can kill it at about like 6 minutes, 6 minutes 30. So I think that's fair. But when you start pushing it to like 9 minutes on, it's like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. I think 6 minutes is probably the sweet spot.
Web wrap.
This guy's been web wrapped twice. Wasn't Sylvanas like 2 Bloodlust fight? Was it? Maybe Sylvanas is what I'm thinking of, not Jailer. I didn't really play Shadowlands at the end. 2 Bloodlust fight. That is insane. Bloodlust on pull and then Bloodlust at the end. That's when you know. Cause that also had the bit like, that was like a complex fight in that, didn't it have like the entire phase where you had to like run across bridges and go to a completely different zone? Like you had like Thrall and the boys running with you. Yeah, I think that's cool. Like, I think the concept's cool of moving to a different part of the encounter, but not if it's not if it's an over 10-minute fight. It's not very cool. Oh! No, jail was 8 minutes. Yeah, then I'm thinking of Sylvanas then. I'm thinking of Sylvanas. What are we listening to? I need to switch up. Let's listen to Stereophonics. Oh, my tank has decided to run off again.
I do not have a target.
So I should level up off of this dungeon, and then it will be about 3 more, I think. I'd be surprised if I can get a level in 2.
I need to target something.
At least the dungeons are going relatively quick. I think this is the same group I ran with the same dungeon. Honestly, all these dungeons have become a blur after a while. I think I've been yapping about, like, past raid tiers and boss fight lengths for, like, the past 20 minutes or something. I don't even know. When I start going, I start going. This is my group's fault, by the way. They're not, like, taking enough damage for me to have to focus on the game. Down we go. Oh, imagine if I just lightning everything. Oh, they don't call me Mr. DPS for nothing. Alright, hopefully this group does this boss better than the last group I was involved in this boss. They just, like, they completely ignored the fact that you have to stop the orbs going into the boss. I was just running circles around him. See, he gains health every time an orb hits him, so you really don't want that to happen. Not that anybody needs to know this, because this dungeon isn't coming back. Okay, that got one shot. What? I'm just sat on Manatide T as well. Like, it's annoying because I have Manatide T and I want to use this cool ability here where I shoot out, I don't even know, heals, I imagine. But, like, at no point am I ever under 100% mana. I was under the impression that they nerfed Mistweaver's mana as well a little while back. They didn't want Mistweaver's having infinite mana. I don't know if it's just a leveling thing. But I feel like I never run into mana issues. Umbral Weave. Everybody group up. I've got a pad on the lightning meters. Oh, it's beautiful.
I cannot attack that target.
Oh my god, I pad again. It's beautiful. Wait, why did that only hit 2? Oh my god, it's the Crackling Jade Lightning issue. It's an issue that I never really had as a Windwalker, because obviously I'm usually always hitting targets that are in front of me before I Crackling Jade Lightning. But if you're not technically in combat with a mob, and then you Crackling Jade Lightning a mob that you're in combat with, it will not chain bounce to those other targets. It's super annoying. And it's something I've only really had an issue with on Mistweaver. Because, as I said, Windwalker, like, if you're Crackling Jade Lightning something, you probably are, like, in combat with everything in front of you. As a Mistweaver, I try to, like, Crackling Jade Lightning from afar. If you're not, like, if it's not being tagged for combat, it doesn't bounce at all. It's really frustrating. New talent? What's this one, then? Mantra of Purity. When casting yourself, your single target healing spells heal for 10% more and restore an additional 49,000. Fortifying Brew grants 20% stagger. I'm not a brewmaster, so I'm going to take Mantra of Purity? Question mark? Why would I want to stagger myself? That makes no sense. Oh, my tank left. I am leaving this group. Is there anything I want to switch out at this point? I don't like Shaylin's gift, but I feel like it's because of the dungeons I'm in at the moment. So I'm trying to hold on to this part of my tree. Like, I'm constantly at 10 stacks. I never get value from it, but I know this is going to be valuable. It just seems too good to not be. Eventually, right? I like Crackling Jade Lightning. I like Invoker's Delight. Actually, do I like Invoker's Delight? I feel like now that I'm holding Chi-Ji for... Now that I'm holding Chi-Ji just for when I need it, I don't actually get as much value. So maybe I can get something else. Thunder Focus Tea also empowers 2 additional... Gust of Mist has a 30% chance to do more healing. What's Gust of Mist? Oh, that's the Rising Sun Kick heal. Oh, Thunder Focus Tea now empowers your next 2 spells. I did like that, but maybe it's not as valuable as I thought it was. What does it do again to my Rising Sun Kick? Cooldown reduced by 9 seconds. I feel like this is... You want something in the bottom tier. I feel like I can't trade something in the bottom tier for something up here. That just seems like... that seems like a bad trade deal. I need Refreshing Jade Winds. Anything up here? I don't really like the Cocoon build. I feel like this is a complete waste, and the middle of the tree makes a lot more sense. Healing Elixirs I got rid of because I don't feel like I need to self-heal as much. Zen Healing seemed to make more sense. I'm actually quite happy with my talents. I don't think there'd be much I'd change. I think this is maybe more of a dungeon build, and maybe I'd go into more Life Cocoon for a raid build. I'm not sure though. Lightning. Oh, it's the Dawnbreaker. Oh, I should probably put my statue down that I never use. Just for, like, aesthetic reasons, you know? Just to let people know that I have it. Oh god, people are taking damage. Uno reverse card? It's on you now. How about that? It still knocks back. It's the worst Uno reverse card ever. Alright, where we going, mate? Okay, who left? Okay, we already have a DPS that left, sure. And do I land on the boat properly? I do indeed. This dungeon is saved. Oh my god, I'm literally the solo carry of this dungeon. Don't look at the DPS meters, but like I know in my mind that that Crackling Jade Lightning did more than that Hunter did. Oh! 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 I guess not take all the damage at once. What did I ask for that to be a response? I've completely forgotten what I would have said to receive that response. Use the chicken and watch it fall through the ship? What chicken? Oh, my Chi-Ji. What, if I Chi-Ji does it fall? No, it's fine. Oh my god, my team's fighting. My chicken's fine. I've used the cooldown, though. Oh, the stagger talent.
Burning shadows.
I guess so. I guess you could take the stagger talent for that, but meh. Am I gonna die? Panic! Oh shit! This gets big. What was the alternative option I took? Don't worry, it's fine. This boss is chill. I think they kind of do the same. I guess it depends how often I self-heal myself, right? Maybe the stag one's not too bad, but that means I'll take damage over time. So I guess they kind of do the same thing. Both of them require me to heal myself. I'm going to assume he's going to come over here, because this is usually where you go. I think that was a bad assumption. I think that was a bad assumption. Hello? Why are we still on the ship? What is going on up there? What is going on up here? Oh. Wait, now everyone's down here? They're on the boss! Fuck! I'm here, everybody! Everybody looks like they're in a bad spot right now. I'll be 100% honest with you. Health does not look good. I completely forgot that they didn't have to... Okay, buddy. I forgot that you can just go to the boss because it's not M+. I was waiting. Oh, we're just lightning. Everyone will be fine. You know what? I'll even treat my group to some renewing mists. Yep, I'm good like that. Are we close to 80? Yep, we are one level off 80. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty close. Up the dark orbs on me! It's a good thing I'm a god gamer and I know how to... I know how to position. Right? Why does this guy not spawn ads? By the way. Please stop dying.
Terrifying slam.
Why does he not spawn ads? Do normal bosses in dungeons have easier... Ooh. Well, that's going right in my pocket. That's a good trinket. I'll take that one. The bosses on normal dungeons not have the same mechanic. I guess that kind of makes sense, but I just never really thought about it.
Tormenting eruption.
Is that why the Arakara boss didn't shoot out the... Oh, it might be why the Arakara boss didn't shoot out the green swirlies. Swirlies? Waves. Yep. Words we got there. Oh shit, it's that boss from the raid! Oh, because it adds a mythic mechanics. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. I just never thought about, I just never thought about it. Okay, I'll run these. Don't worry, guys. I do this. I do this. And then okay, actually, wait, I need to throw this barrel. You know what? I'll heal everybody as well. You know, I'll just do it all. Where are we going? Oh, it's all the way over here. Can I make that in one? Probably not, right? I probably need to collect an orb. Unless... No, I can make that in one. I will place a Transcendence over here. You know what? I'll start putting my dots on people. My dots, my hots, my hots, my dots. Yeah, I'll start putting my hots on people. I game. Where are these? Why is it just me and the tank here? Did everyone else get lost? Wait, what? What just happened? I my character's bugged as well.
Done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance between
I'm
the
running
Emperor
full.
Knight and Archduke.
It's hard to explain what's wrong with my character right now, but
That creature of theirs has fled
everywhere
Queen.
I run forward, I
No doubt
can't,
the
like,
tales
my
of
character's
their
running a different way.
heroism.
Like, this is so weird.
I'm sure your paths will cross again.
Oh, okay, this is the cursed dungeon. Get me out of this one, maybe we'll fix it when I leave. Hey, it's fixed. It'd be really useful if I had, like, my rep bar or something, so everybody could tell, like, how close I was to a next level, but yeah, we don't do that here. We can imagine how close I am. I'm gonna say 2 dungeons. I think 2 dungeons sounds reasonable. I think I'd probably get 1 more Ferris wheel off, and then I'll be level 80. Level 80, baby. Am I queued? Yo, that's some bag space. So I can put these on at level 80, so I'll put them down here just to remember. I think I should be a go-go. What's the plan once I'm 80? Good question. So I've been trying to work that out most of the afternoon. Getting some thoughts from some of y'all. I think the idea is to do the Siren Isles and get Cersei's Circlet. That seems like probably the smartest thing to do. By doing that as well, I can get some of the flame currency. Okay, I was going to show you the currency I'm talking about, but I don't have any, so I can't. And potentially just, like, use the vendors to buy, I think it's like 585 or 595 gear or something. That would be a good start. As well as Cersei's Circlet. There were some other good suggestions, but I've completely forgot what they were. LFR, Heroic Dungeons, World Boss, Delves. Just a little bit of everything, I think, is the idea. Basically. Until I can eventually start doing... Okay, the tank's offline. I guess I'll try to keep him alive. And then until I can eventually start doing Mythic Plus, and then once I can start doing Mythic Plus, just playing Mythic Plus to get levels. Potentially trying to get into a normal raid would also be a good idea this week. I don't think I'll struggle to get into raids and stuff. The only thing that's going to hold me back from getting into raids is eye level. Because obviously I can just link them the cutting edge. Like, it is what it is. I'm privileged, I guess, but... So I'm not concerned about that. It's all about eye level. Like, it doesn't matter what achievement you have. If I'm signing up as a level 600, they ain't going to take me. I wouldn't take me. So I think I need to try and get to something like... 650 is probably what I reasonably... Alright, I'm going to maybe vote to kick this guy. This player cannot be kicked for another 2 seconds. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, game. I didn't realize that there were limitations on how long... Oh, he can't be kicked for another 56 seconds. Okay, game. I didn't realize there were limitations on how long this guy could be offline for. Okay, I guess Blizzard says he can be offline. Sure. Am I allowed to get the renown rewards? Yes. I think so. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that was what someone else suggested. I think renown rewards are fine. Like, the rules are, like, kind of soft. I think, like,
Too far away.
the main things I didn't want to be able to have knowledge of was predominantly things like talents, stats, items, gear, all that sort of thing, how to play the spec. I think that was the main stickler of the rule. Because I just wanted to learn healer on my own, basically. I think not being able to like trade myself gear and stuff was probably the main thing I meant by like other characters. So not being able to like go into my wallbound chest, right, and transferring my character gold and gear, and my character just going and buying all of its gear. But like heirlooms, for instance, I wore heirlooms for my first like 30 levels because like technically my character owns them. You know, I think it's fine for me to go get like my renown bountiful key or whatnot, stuff like that. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I make my own rules up. They're my own rules. I'm allowed to do what I want. Don't tell mum. Hopefully we can find a new tank. I mean, I probably can tank this myself, actually. I'm a gamer. Oh, come on, guys. I can tank this myself. Trust in me.
I require a target.
Valor/weathered quests are just initial time save, not really challenging anyway. No, exactly. I like the challenge of the entire thing is playing healer, not knowing how to play this healer, and trying to do like mythic pluses and stuff. Like that's where the real challenge of it lies. Not in the not in the how can I get like low item level gear and stuff to start off. Really. Or like going in a guild group, right, for a dungeon and just doing tens with my guild group, who just basically fly me through it, and that just kind of defeats the entire purpose because it's like, okay, well I could just do that anytime. But generally speaking, even when I play on my Windwalker, I pretty much pug all of my dungeons. Like any of my videos and any of my Mythic Plus videos tend to always just be in a pug. I don't know why. I think it's quite hard to actually find a Mythic Plus group. Not that I've actively searched for one ever, to be honest. Like, I looked once. I looked last season for a Mythic Plus group, because I thought it would be a good idea. Unfortunately, I forgot that I was a Windwalker when I tried to find a group. So I got no responses. Funny enough, right? People probably saw Windwalker and thought, oh, hell nah. Hell nah. You want to push high keys? You go push high keys on your own, buddy. You ain't pushing them with me in your group. But I think eventually I'd like to have a team, because I feel like you can't really push high Mythic Plus without, like, communication. And teamwork, you know? But not, like, you know what I mean by teamwork. Just being able to, like, synchronize with your group and stuff. But I think there is something, like, fun about being able to just play with random players in LFR and having a different group every time. I think there's something cool about that as well. And unless it was me earlier on. Yes, earlier on I was trying to do a dungeon on my alt Windwalker because my raid leader has said that we all need to be 660 by Sunday, and my character's not 660, and I'm panicking. So I'm trying to level up this Windwalker alt. I shit you not, I was queued for a +9 for half an hour. My own key. I got one person that joined my group, a Shadow Priest. I asked the Shadow Priest if they would please put the group up themselves. My IO score was really low. It's like a white number, so no one wants to join. The Shadow Priest was like real nice about it, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll sort your group out. No one joined the group with the Shadow Priest. Eventually, a Druid joined the group, and we looked like we were potentially going somewhere. Then he changed to a healer. The priest changed to a healer as like a desperate act to finally, hopefully, get someone in a group. I went to get a drink, and I came back, and the entire group had disbanded. I don't understand. Like, it's a +9. I get that it's a graveyard key area. Like, people want to do 10s or 7s or 10s, usually 12s. I didn't think it was this bad, because it's the second day in a row that I've tried to do a +9, and no one signs up for it. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Because the issue is, my score's so low on that character, no one's going to accept me for a 9. It has to be my own key. No one in their right mind is taking me. no matter what I link them, because my Mythic Plus score is so low, no one's gonna take me for it because that's what players do. They look at your Mythic Plus score and they make their decision based on that. That's normal. That's fine. I accept that. But the fact I can't even form a group to do my own key, I'm in panic mode right now. I don't know how you're meant to get score in this game. Like, you need score to get score. Like, it's only the 4th week, no? Like, yeah, I didn't think I was that far behind. I think it won't be so bad on the Mistweaver because it's a healer, right? So I think as a healer, I will have the privilege of getting in. Like, people will see healer doing their own key and actual sign up. I think I might be able to survive. What is going on here? Are we just... Oh, please? Oh, I see that we've pulled the entire dungeon on top of ads that reduce the damage that other ads take. Oh, that's a real smart move. I really respect this gameplay. Yeah, I think this is a really clever way to do this dungeon. Let's just hope that our healer's good enough to heal us all. Oh, what's that? He's not? Oh, well, I guess we'll die then. Psych. I'm the best healer around. But yeah, those are just my Keystone woes. I'm a little concerned about how I'm actually going to get Keystone. Because once I get it to a 10, it's fine. Anybody and their mum will join. Like, I have no issue with that. It's just the fact that I'm like, so bamboozled that people won't join a 9. Like, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I thought some people would. It's usually a tank and a healer, right, that you're looking for. Eventually, like, DPS will sign up for your keys. That's just standard. But I guess that there's just so much... there's so many other people, like, with their 10s and stuff. Why would you take a 9? So it just feels like a graveyard. I was considering that, popping my 9 down to an 8. But then I had that fear in my mind of, okay... Because I've done this before, right? I did this last season when I used to, like... Let's say I depleted a 10 because I formed a group and the group... It didn't work out. Something went wrong. People left. Suddenly, like, I had a 9 and no one wanted to do that. People actually wanted to do 8, so you police it and then... My concern is... what if we don't 2-chest it? Like... And then or someone leaves and then it's a 7. And, like, at what point is it just over? I don't know. I think I'll queue it again tomorrow morning or something. Try to get someone. If not, then I will probably just put it into an 8 and then pray that someone joins. But then you have to get a 2-chest, because if you 1-chest it... Okay. I'm in the exact same spot that I started. But I thought to myself, Wednesday morning, reset day, surely people want to do my +9. It's nice and juicy. Nope, no one. If you put a +9 on a 1k score people, you just assume you bought a boost. I mean, that's highly plausible. I boost myself. But no, I see what you mean. Yeah, it could easily be something like that. But then again, like, we switched to the priest as well. Like, the priest became the leader at one point for, like, at least a solid 10 minutes of us queuing. And they were, like, a proper score. They were, like, 600 or something that they joined. So, I don't know. I just feel like 9's is, like, a super graveyard of Mythic Plus. Which kind of sucks, because they kind of fixed the Mythic Plus system in that regard, where 9 still give you good loot. Chance is there, but at least you're running the chance and not sitting waiting. I suppose, yeah. That's probably what I'll end up doing. I think, like, literally, the goal is just to get a 10. Because once you get a 10, you're home free. Unless, you know, you do your 10 and it depletes because something awful happens in there. And then you're back to square one.
Delves will be easy eye level. Yeah, you're probably right, Subwoof. How do you do Delves on a new character? Because you can't just go into 8s, can you? I mean, you can, right? But you can't because you'll just get one shot. I'm genuinely asking, like, 'cause I don't really make ults. What do you do with Delves? Do you just like run low ones and take the items from those? Just run them on repeat? I genuinely don't know. And can you do? Is there a cap on Delves in a day? Can I just run the same Delve over and over and over and over and over and over and over? Or is that not a thing? LFR for Delves are actually fair. There's an LFG for Delve? There is as well. Oh, what? I didn't know this was a thing. I literally play this game in an eco chamber. I didn't know that was a thing. Hmm. Would I find a group though? So if I get my renown, my free keys, right, or I get my keys, even at like low item, like so this item level right now. Let's say I hit 80, I'm 464. Surely I can't go run a tier 8 delve, right? I'm gonna just get mullered. Is that even reasonable? Do I need to like at least do the Siren Isles first? I imagine. Yeah, World Quest first. Any healer with a good IO above 600. So I guess the idea is to try to get to the 600 mark. You can get super easy eye level off of that. You find some real nice people doing them from 5 stacks. Someone else has the Scrambler, for example. You get that. Yeah, the Scrambler's a good one, isn't it? I'm not allowed to do that, Subwoof. I can't buy myself 600 eye level gear. That's an illegal move. Otherwise, I just, like, buy myself max gear. Yeah. So the alternative, though, is that I can do something like Siren Isle, and because you can buy the vendor gear on Siren Isle, right? So I'll have to be there anyway to get my Cersei Circlet. So I'll end up with loads of currency, right? So my idea was that was probably the best place to start, is to do bloody hell, not so much. I was gonna do Siren Isle first, get the Circlet, and then buy the. I want to say it's like 585 or something, and then that's pretty close to 600. And that's like a good baseline to start on. And then go from there. But it seems like the consensus is you want to try get to 600s, and then you can find a 5 stack or so, and then just spam delves. 8 delves. That's probably not a bad idea. I need to start jotting all these down. I need a pen and paper. I can craft gear. So that was also suggested. The only thing with crafting is that I can only use money that I have on my character. So currently I have 6,700 gold. Now I am aware that a lot of the time people nowadays say tip what you want or whatever, right? As well as that though, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna... I feel like I don't know if I want to allow myself to buy resources on the auction house like that. At least for this phase, right? This phase just feels like I can easily just get the exact same gear just doing M+, right? Otherwise, I could just get someone to craft all my stuff. Plus, I wouldn't have enough gold to buy the stuff for all that crafted, right? So, I think, yeah, I think crafted is one of those things that I'm probably going to save up for maybe like a gilded thing eventually. But right now, yeah, I don't have enough money for it. Like, I think the way I see it is, can I get that gear from M+ compared to can I get it on the auction house? Then I'm probably just do M+. Like, I'm not learning anything by buying the gear on the auction house as well. All the resources for it, I guess. Are we okay here? I'm silenced. Everybody's dead. Good luck, everybody.
Just make sure you don't use your key unless it's a bountiful delve. Can you accidentally do that at lower tiers? So it might be a good idea for me to not do any of the quests that can get me a key until I'm confident I want to do my delves, because those won't take long, right? That's just me like taking a trip to the theater or grabbing the key off the renown people. I think meta for ults is to collect renown crest. Yep, renown crest makes sense. Trade down to weathered. Public order 629 gear with weathered crest. Mats are super cheap and people do the public orders for prof levels anyway. I'll have a look at it. But I don't know if I want to buy my way to 629. I will look into it, but I'll make a decision. It would make life easier. Do I really want that? I don't know. Of course I want that. What am I talking about? But, but that defeats the purpose. I would be lying if I said I didn't want that. That sounds awesome. But the principle of it. Six flowers. But then I have to go and collect the flat. No. 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 There's one thing I refuse to do on this character. It's professions. If I don't do it on my main, you can guarantee I'm not doing it on my ult.
Machine speakers in the stone vault. Fanatically loyal, no doubt.
Theater and Dawn Guild gives 620-ish high level keys. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I'll have to decide on it. But I think like I could easily just buy the and have people craft, and that's fine. But I think like it probably would only take me like an hour or so more, 2 hours more, just to find another way to get the pieces of gear. Are we still in this boss fight? I thought he died. Oh, he's over here. So I'm trying to think of the... At the same time, I'm trying to think, like, because this is also meant to be, like, a YouTube series, right? If you've seen the first video. The idea is to, like, make a story with this whole thing. I don't know how interesting this story is to say, so I went to the auction house and I bought these crafted pieces, and then I found this guy and I got him to craft me all 629 pieces. You know, I could probably sell it, but I think it feels more, like, exciting to discover the pieces. You know what I mean? I've got to think of the big picture. Enchanting and disenchanting. That's probably not a bad idea, actually. Because I hate professions, but that's probably the smartest thing. I probably should have done that on my main or something. Or any of my ults. I might actually learn that on this character. That is actually very wise. So then I don't have to do anything. I get the gear naturally. Then I disenchant it. Oh. I don't have to go around picking flowers in the world. I picked Herblore at the start of this expansion. Do you know what I regret picking at the start of this expansion? Herblore. Do you remember that farm in... Well, I said, do you remember the farm? In Hallowfall? That's the zone? I literally spent an hour there, flying around with a group of people, picking herbs. Not fun. I don't know why I did it. I really don't like professions in this game. Is like the last thing I want to be doing. Oh man. I think this might give me 80, you know? There's like a 50% chance it does. It was a good 50%, wasn't it? Also take engineering, maybe to one day take to 25 and using the gun in Cinderbury.
What do you mean by the gun in Cinderbrew? I'm a monk. I don't use guns. What are you talking about? I'm looking for a gun. It's not a piece of gear, is it? It's not it. It's not a piece of gear, is it? The flamethrower gun. Oh. Is it like one of those things like in the Priory where paladins can click on the orb and it glows and then you get, yeah, okay. I'm just sat here in my box looking for a gun that I can use. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm a little bit cooked. I think not spending any money is a good idea, but doing the norms that the game has to catch up is fine. Just depends on how much you want to milk the content. Well, the idea is that I'll probably stop doing all of this once I get to, like, once I've got to 2.5k and done ahead of the curve. So really, like, there's not that much to milk when you think about it. Like, because eventually, once I've reached those goals, the next goal will be I want to reach 3k IO probably, and I want to clear Mythic on this character. At that stage, I probably have to actually, you know, have gold and look at some guides and stuff because I'm not reasonably going to be able to achieve those without that. So I think this is just like a phase 1 kind of thing and then carry on the character after that. So I don't know. I'd like to like have this last as long as possible, and by long as possible, I don't think I think the head of the curve and 2.5k could be achieved reasonably within like a couple of weeks. Genuinely, I could complete them in a week if I played this character like every day, but I only want to play this character a couple of times a day, so I don't like get burnt out on it. This is my like fun character that I enjoy and get to chill out playing and just yap. And not yeah, I don't have to like raid for 5 hours on this character yet. Yeah, we reached level 80. That's a good starting point. What's this? Casting Vivify stores 33,900 vitality to increase base. Oh, that's it, right. I need something to track vitality because I don't really have anything to track it right now. Actually, that's a lie. We were going to have a look at Luxos, weren't we? And see if there was anything related in there that maybe could be tweaked. It's going to be a resource, right? Vitality bar, Mistweaver. So it is this little bar here, but it doesn't... Oh. I didn't like that. I didn't... I don't mind messing with Luxos, but I feel like every time I do and I press something wrong, it goes bad. Is there a... Okay. A dynamic effect instead. Is there a dynamic effect with like a number? That seems like a bit much. No, it's not going to be, is it? I might have to actually find a proper one. Because this little bar's fine, but for starters, I barely look at it because it's the... Like, look at this thing. You like, tell me, like, you're in the middle of combat. Am I meant to be looking at this little, little bar down here? Absolutely fucking not. But it also doesn't really give me an indication of how much I have, other than empty is empty and full is full. So I probably need to find something like that. So that's fine. I'll just get a weak aura for that at some point. Also set your Brewmaster to maybe sign up for Heroics Actual to sell runes. I don't want to play Brewmaster. I'd just rather not. I wouldn't mind playing Windwalker on this character, but I think I just want to keep this as a flat Mistweaver. And I don't really have a set Brewmaster. My alt characters are both main Windwalkers right now. I think I'm not really going to dabble much in Brewmaster because, one, I don't enjoy it, but two, the guild doesn't really need it. Like, generally speaking, tanks are like probably what your guilds need the least of, right? Because you only need 2 of them, and it's a lot easier to get tank players than it is to get healers, right, or DPS. So being able to have the Mistweaver and the Windwalker makes more sense than all 3. Plus, like, a massive factor is I just don't enjoy it. I don't really enjoy Brewmaster. I'd rather play like another sort of tank. I wouldn't mind playing DK, actually. That looks kind of fun. Or... yeah, DK. If I was to play a tank, I'd probably play DK or... Warrior? No, Warrior looks kind of boring. Not Paladin, that can go in the bin. Demon Hunter's okay. The thing with Demon Hunter, right? They have 1 defensive. Like, one actual defensive that you press, and the rest is all healing and damage. And I really liked Fellscarred, but I heard that you don't go Fellscarred anymore, and it's better to go the other one. And I don't really like that idea for the tank version, so meh. Yeah, I play DK. I like the idea of being a Death Knight, I guess. I don't know. Brewmaster's cool, but I feel like the issue with Brewmaster is you have about 50 buttons, and you press them all the time, and they don't do anything. Like, your defense, I feel like Demon Hunter, one defensive, right? Like, two defenses, okay? Right, okay. They have two. Two defensives. Brewmaster feels like they have 10. And I feel like I have better survivability on my Demon Hunter than I do on my Brewmaster. Like, just no matter what. Like, I don't know. I feel like Brewmaster's such a bad spot. I feel like I'm always on the cusp of dying and I have to press like 7 buttons in a row just to survive. Or my Demon Hunter's just like presses 1 and does some damage. Anyway, that's my tank rant. I'm playing Guardian to play something else pretty funny about. See, I just don't like the Druid lore. I just don't like the class fantasy of a Druid. I've never really liked Druid. I don't really like the looks of Boomies or Ferals or Restos or tanks. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan of Druid at all. So I've never really played them. It's in a similar boat to Shaman. Did you make AC yet? I did make AC on that last dungeon I did. Yahoo! We've completed the game. Series over. See you next episode. Bye. No. Well, that was Half-Light. I'm gonna finish the stream now because I do need to do something this evening. It's why, as well as why I streamed a little bit earlier. Kind of because I want to stream earlier anyway when I do streams like this, but I do also have plans that I need to attend to this afternoon. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You can have a guess. They'll be our secret. But I am streaming tomorrow, so the idea is tomorrow is an actual raid reclear, so that'll be later. That'll be at 7:30 my time, your time, fuck knows, I don't know, I don't live where you live. But that'll be up until 10:30, so that'll just be like a 3-hour stream, and it'll be mythic. I think the idea is to try and get us all the way to lock and stock. I think we could probably push further, because we're all on our mains, but I guess it depends how far we can get into it. And then on Friday, nothing. I'm not streaming on Friday, but I'll probably look at making a video on Friday, because I really need to... Okay, the ideal situation is I kill lock and stock tomorrow, get the footage, make a lock and stock video, release that, everybody's happy, the whole world unites and cheers and joy because the lock and stock video is finally out and we can all kill lock and stock together. Yahoo! And then I need to do this Mugsy video as well, so I need time for that. Saturday, I'll be back on this Mistweaver. The one thing I'm going to do off stream on this Mistweaver is the Siren Isles. Why? Predominantly because I don't think me playing the Siren Isles is very interesting to watch. It's me on this island doing a chain of quests for an hour or two and killing some rares. I don't think that's fun to watch. I'm not particularly going to enjoy playing it. So I'd rather just quickly do that for like an hour or two on maybe a Friday or something when I'm not streaming. And then come back and then I can actually start this whole big delve adventure and have this whole plan out of structure of how I want to level up. So I think that's a good idea of doing it. Just to avoid the whole Siren Isle grind. And then on Sunday, it's another stream of the raid. That will be the finish. That will be the finish of the first run, and then the second run. So my second Windwalker, which is undergeared. I don't know if I'll stream that. I don't know if there's an interest in watching a character that's not very geared do mythic. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have a think about it. And then I don't know. I think the schedule continues. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I've actually started planning out schedules and stuff for streaming. It's not just he rocks up on the night and he's raiding. I've actually got plans now. I'm putting some thought into it. Yeah, get that. He plans. He does some thinking. I did it in like 30 minutes on my mage. It's not that bad. Oh, is it not that bad, Sapyu? Oh, is it not that bad? 10, 15. Okay, maybe I will do it on stream then. I thought, why do I think it's an hour? Do you not have to do the entire Siren Isle quest chain? Like, how fast do you guys play this game? Right. When you I was going to say when you people. That's so bad. When you guys say 10 to 15 minutes, are we talking about your 10 to 15 minutes or my 10 to 15 minutes? Because those can be completely different things, right? Like,
I can be super slow at doing things. Is it probably more worthwhile for me to quickly do them off stream so we can actually do something interesting on stream? Or is it actually going to be a nice quick 15 minutes in and out, quick Rick and Morty adventure? You can skip most of the quest on the Isle if you've done them. Okay, you can skip most of the quest. If you've done them. Okay, so I've done them on different characters, so I can skip. I can get some drops from the events. Can I buy the citrins from the vendors on this character? Or would I have had to have bought them on the other ones and transferred them? I forget. I think it's the buy them on others, isn't it? No? No to what? The first part. I have to get the drops, don't I, on this character? Yeah, right, okay. So that's where the time will come from, because I'll have to do... Because the thing is, I don't know what the best citrins are for Mistweaver. I don't want to know what the best citrins are. I'm going to work it out in my pretty little head when I get there. Okay, in that case, I probably can do the Siren Isles, then. I'll have a think about it. I was just trying to find the zone for ages, right? I was just looking at the Dragon Isles and Coltiris, like where are we playing right now? It's down here. Hello, how do I get there? What, is this because I haven't done the quest? It won't let me look at... Okay, whatever, fine. Cool game. Alright, so I'll probably do it like that then. But I will have to basically kill all of the world bosses, because it's not like I know which are my best citrins, so I can just farm the same one over and over and over again, right? So this is where I think the time's going to start adding into it. So this is why I think it's probably better for me to just do it quickly, or like I say quickly, off stream, because I'm going to kill each rare like 3 or 4 times each, and then do all of the world quest things. You see what I mean? So like it's not just a in and out because I want to target focus these citrins. I don't know what my citrins are, so yeah. All right, I'll decide, and then when I rock up at the stream, I'll either have a Cersei circlet or we'll all suffer and spend 2 hours on the Siren Isles together, which you think will be 15 minutes, but I promise you I'll make it 2 hours because I'll find a way. You can buy one main and send it over. I'm not allowed to, Sapu. The idea for this character right now is I'm not allowed to send anything to my characters. That made no sense. Basically, this character's self-found, in quotation marks, until it's reached its phase 1 goals. So it means like I can't play with a guild or get boosted or buy anything on the auction house or trade anything from my characters. The idea is that I'm completely learning fresh, so all these talents and everything, I've chosen these myself. I haven't looked at any guides. The whole point is to try like play a character without like having like just reading a guide and having someone else play the game for me, you know? I wanted to see what it was like to actually play the game without without having like not to the level like we'd play it, right? Like we have to min-max everything. I just wanted to have a fresh start for a change and just enjoy the game for what the game was as a spec I haven't played before. Eventually I will have to do guides and stuff because I want to take this character to Mythic and whatnot, but the idea is to just enjoy the experience whilst I can. So that's why I'm saying I will have to kill everything on the Siren Isles. Yeah, it is actually really fun. It's a lot of fun just playing a Keeler spec without like going on ice. Well, ice. I don't use icy veins. That's a lie. Going on Wowhead or something, and then like, okay, this is my talent build, and not understanding what any of these talents do, and just locking them in. Okay, this is the gear I have to get, and then just going to, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine for a main or a character. Like, I just thought it'd be interesting to try something else different. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream today. I will be back tomorrow at, oh god, what time did I say? 7:30 tomorrow. If you're on Twitch, it'll be scheduled there. If you're on YouTube, the video live is already posted. Basically, they're all scheduled and everything. Thank you for tuning in. We got to level 80 today, and we'll actually start playing the real game next time. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.